What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Hot 97 News. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories across the country. It is now Thursday, April 16th. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Ronzel with 2 N's.
What's happening?
And Million.
Keep it a million. I keep forgetting it, y'all. I keep forgetting. I just be wanting to say, hey, y'all. But I hope you keep it in a milli today.
How do you forget your tagline?
I don't know. I got to get used to it.
That's your tag. That is your tag.
Yeah, I got to get used to it.
Well, we'll get there. Okay, reminder for you, though, before we get started, we want to give it one more day on the Hot 97 on TV YouTube page, just to remind you guys that we are moving permanently to the main Hot 97 YouTube page starting tomorrow and forevermore after that. But, you know, you can't just say it one time and hope people follow. So we want to give you one more day. Remember to move to the Hot 97 main page for these news streams. You don't want to miss it.
I want to see Super Duper C in the chat, the new chat. I want to see Alto Keys in the new chat.
Come on now.
I want to see a couple of folks at the old chat in this new chat.
Exactly. And y'all be kind too, okay? We coming on. I know we coming in y'all domain, Hot 97 people from New York. I know we coming in y'all domain, but we here in Atlanta. And all we want to do is show some love, share the news. That's it. So y'all, you know what I'm saying? Be kind, baby.
Amen. Okay, so diving into the news, let's talk about what these people are up to today. Do you remember when they said Iran gave up, begged for a ceasefire, didn't want to be a part of the war anymore because they just realized how poorly they were doing, and Trump didn't need to kill their entire civilization anymore? So they said the peace deal was going great. Peace talks are going to happen into the week, and we basically got everything we wanted. Well, now the U.S. is reportedly deploying 10,000 troops to the Middle East.
10 bands?
10,000 troops. Additional troops, because they already had like 50,000 out there as a part of this whole Epic Fury effort. And so that includes 6,000 troops who are going to be aboard the USS George H.W. Bush. That is a carrier strike group, and another 4,200 Marines.
Weren't we not putting boots on the ground? Wasn't that like a thing that we weren't going to do, boots on the ground? Like that was the whole talk, right? That was a talk that am I tripping?
No, you are not tripping.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not tripping.
No, you're not tripping. No, there are still no plans for that.
Okay. Wait.
So they're going to be on the sea.
Oh, they're on the sea.
They're on the sea.
Not on the ground.
Not on the ground.
But still in the vicinity.
They're in the vicinity.
They're in the vicinity.
Yeah, it just seems like every time I think we're winding down the war, it just winds back up. So, you know, what they've said is that they just want to make sure they have all the options on the table. It just, to me, why do you need options if they're begging and you won and we're winning and it's over and they're giving up the uranium and everything's happening the way you think it is? That's why it's a little hard to follow all this stuff. But, you know, we're doing our best to give you what they give us. I mean, it is what it is. So I will say Pete Hegseth, who is the Department of War Secretary, had another press conference this morning, and he had a little message himself for the IRGC leadership. That's the Iran's Revolutionary Guard. And here's what he said.
Iran's military leadership, we're watching you. Our capabilities are not the same, our military and yours. Remember, this is not a fair fight. And we know what military assets you are moving and where you are moving them to. While you are digging out, which is exactly what you're doing, digging out of bombed out and devastated facilities, we are only getting stronger. You are digging out your remaining launchers and missiles with no ability to replace them. You have no defense industry, no ability to replenish your offensive or defensive capabilities. You only have what you have. You know that, and we know that. We are reloading with more power than ever before, and better intelligence, even more importantly, better intelligence than ever before, as you expose yourself with your movement to our watchful eye.
He popping it.
Really?
He popping it though. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, he popping it though. Like that's crazy. What?
I guess. I mean, first of all, I do believe what he said. It's just how he says it to me.
Yeah.
How he speaks is just so like, bro, just give me a break and tell me what's going on, man. You don't got to do all this. But I do believe it. I mean, I think that obviously our military is crazy. Like, we have a great military. I think that they are in a weakened position. I don't know how weakened it is because, again, they just keep saying they don't have anything left and we won, yet the war's still going on. So it's very hard to like tell what's actually happening. But I do believe that they have been probably tracking these people. Both sides, honestly, have been known to note when a meeting is happening and one side, Israel, the Israeli side, they have been known to hit places where ceasefire talks have happened. So, I think that they probably do track these people as they're coming in and out of meetings and wherever they're going. And we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. But I can tell you that they've said that the, what's that thing called? The blockade they have out there at the Strait of Hormuz, that's going well. They say that they're now going to have 3 aircraft carriers in the region carrying dozens of fighter jets each. And, it seems like that's a lot of firepower. That's a lot. That's a lot of troops for a stage of the war where a lot of people were hoping we're kind of scaling down, where it's going well and they're supposed to be giving us everything that we want. But the blocking of Iranian ports is really doing well for the U.S. side. Like it's preventing a lot of traffic and economic flow going into Iran. So that's a big deal for them. So they're hoping that all this pressure, the additional troops, the blockade, the sanctions, they're putting crazy sanctions on a lot of high-level Iranians. They're hoping all of this just makes them say, you know what, we're going to give in. So we will see what happens to that. I will say that Iranian leadership, at least some of them, are still popping off in their media as well. They've been warning that now that the U.S. has this blockade out there, the warships that are in the Strait of Hormuz are in their striking range. So they say now, look, the American naval forces are now under our missile launchers, which is not true if they have any left. It's really hard to say how many missiles they have left because you don't know what's buried and you don't know what's underground, and they've said all that. But the quote, which was from one of the military advisors to the new supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, he said, and I quote, "The launchers have most likely been moved by our brothers and are now aimed at the Abraham Lincoln and all American warships. They are all under our launchers now, and we will sink them all. We will not allow a single one to escape us." I don't know if I really believe that.
Yeah, they talking big. They talking big like they usually do. And look, I was thinking about it this morning. Iran is doing a really good job, right? They're doing a really good job until you zoom out your lens a little bit and you actually see how much we actually put towards this Iranian war. If you're looking at it, just looking at the numbers, we have less than 1% of our military forces out there in Iran currently. That's no big number by any means. So it's like y'all are doing a really good job as an underdog, but at the end of the day, it's like an underdog that inevitably is gonna lose the fight. I don't see them winning it by any means. So they could talk all this talk, but you're only fighting a small percentage of our military.
Yeah, we could send everybody out there, but that's not even because the U.S. still has different operations running. They're still hitting drug boats, I'm pretty sure, in the Pacific or the Caribbean, whatever ocean they're in at this point. I don't know. I just saw that this morning, though, that they were still hitting drug boats out there. So there are still U.S. assets all around the world, and it's not our whole military force that they're facing, for sure. So that's why I think it is curious, what's going to happen next, because it's it would seem to me that if we're talking about negotiations at this point, it didn't go as well as the U.S. hoped it would, because we started the war because the negotiations weren't going well, because they said that Iranians were playing games. They weren't trying to do what the U.S. wanted them to do. They were liars, all this stuff. And so it was we're going to go and just pop off this war and destroy all your stuff, and then you will have to do what we want. And they're still not doing what we want. And now we're trying to get the Strait of Hormuz open. So it's I don't know why it's going this poorly. If you can say that, it's going extremely well militarily. They have destroyed the Navy and destroyed the Air Force and destroyed all this stuff. It's going extremely well on our military side, but strategically, they're hanging on a lot longer than I think a lot of people thought.
That's for sure. They're hanging on a lot longer than for sure. And these talking points, I will just give a little caveat. I did watch some Fox News this morning instead of the regular CNN and all the other stuff. So my brain might be there right now, but they was talking big. They was talking really big on Fox News. So I think I see us actually kind of turning things around, even with us blockading Iran, the Strait of Hormuz. Their biggest feat, their biggest W in this whole entire debacle was that they had an economic advantage, economic way to hurt America by blocking the Strait of Hormuz. But the fact that we just turned that around, did a whole Uno reverse card on these people and said, nah, you don't control the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
We'll control it. It's what I've been seeing is apparently the stocks and oil prices have been fluctuating like crazy because it does look like we're kind of in a good standing right now with us doing something like that.
With this move here, I think it's the first time I was like, okay, like it does seem like you finally like judo rolled it on them. I will say Iran has been claiming that since the U.S. is doing this to them, they're going to start doing it to the U.S. allies in the region. They're going to start, prohibiting them from trading and using the strait either. So I don't know what's going to happen next. They also say that the peace deal could come soon, that the peace talks are going well. They might happen again, and they're trying to find middle ground. Pakistan right now is trying to mediate the whole thing. So we'll see what happens on that front. But I will say, if you're watching Fox News, you could totally watch Fox News and just get a rosy picture of the whole war. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to give you, if you just want to like not stress out, you could turn it on and they'll just say every good possible thing that they possibly can about it. And it's like, you couldn't live that way. And it'd be, it's not necessarily like the full story, but it's true. I mean, it's a way of looking at it. And in fact, Pete Hegseth said he is sick of everybody criticizing the war, specifically the media. This is what he said this morning.
To the press corps, to the American media, as I just can't help but notice the endless stream of garbage, the relentlessly negative coverage, you cannot resist peddling, despite the historic and important success of this effort and the success of our troops. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what side some of you are actually on. It's incredibly unpatriotic.
What's the success though? I'm so confused as to where is the success lying? Like,
You're not tripping, no.
I just be thinking I'd be tripping when I'm talking.
No. It depends on what success we're talking about. Like, nobody ever said to the American people, "Hey guys, we want to go to Iran and destroy their navy."
Yeah.
We would probably be like, "Why?" "Hey guys, we want to go destroy their air force." Why? Like, why are you going to waste all this money and time and potentially troops, people's lives, to do something like this? That was never the measure of success. That's what's happened. So militarily, yeah, we're like spanking them, but that was not what winning was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Winning was supposed to be, they have no nuclear program. We take their uranium. We're going in to dig it up. The regime changes. I mean, we have a new regime in there that's supposed to be a U.S. ally, an Israeli ally, and everybody's gonna treat their people well again over there. Like, that was what success was supposed to be. I ain't seen that yet. So that's where it's like, nobody's like being mean to you guys necessarily. We're just calling a spade here and like just reporting it as we see it. In fact, Pete Hegseth said the press is really like the Pharisees. He said he was sitting in church and the pastor was talking about how the Pharisees noted how Jesus healed a man's hand on the Sabbath. And so he says that the Pharisees then, of course, explain away the miracle of it, explain away the goodness of it, and figured out how to destroy him for it. And it made him think about our press. And here's him saying that.
I sat there in church and I thought, our press are just like these Pharisees. Not all of you, but the legacy Trump-hating press. Your politically motivated animus for President Trump nearly completely blinds you from the brilliance of our American warriors. The Pharisees scrutinized every good act in order to find a violation, only looking for the negative.
How true is that? I need to go Bible fact check him for that one, because I can't believe nothing they say. I need to go Bible fact check them.
Actually, he did quote Pulp Fiction or something recently instead of a real Bible verse.
See?
I just saw that recently.
See?
I meant to go look that up.
See?
To actually give specifics.
See?
But I will say, and this is gonna be, I just gotta call a spade a spade. I think that is total BS. I think that is BS. I think Pete Hegseth needs to get over himself. I think these people have lied and gaslit the public literally every single step of this war, because how many times have we heard that we won?
Exactly.
How many times have we heard that we're winning? How many times have we heard the war was basically over? How many times have we heard Iran is begging for a ceasefire? How many times has Iran admitted defeat, yet the U.S. troops are still out there? And we're sending more troops out there. We're in a ceasefire right now, trying to get them to reopen the Strait of Hormuz that was open before the war. Iran is still refusing to give up their nuclear program. They're still refusing to give up their enriched uranium, even though the U.S. and Israel have blasted them and their people to smithereens for weeks, demanding they do this. So now we're trying to negotiate again, which, like I just said, is how this whole war started. We said they were liars. We said they were playing games. So the only way to eliminate the nuclear threat was to surprise attack during the initial negotiations. Now he's talking about, why won't the media be nicer? And it's like, how about stop lying?
Yeah.
How about stop gaslighting us?
See, what happens is this, and I think they should start doing this. Run a poll. Y'all should probably start asking the American people. Y'all don't ask us nothing.
They didn't ask us.
Y'all don't ask us nothing. So when y'all don't ask us nothing and then we get upset that y'all are just doing stuff without us knowing what y'all doing, y'all can't be mad at that. Run a poll. Y'all should do some type of case study. Hey, let's bring about 20 people in. Would you guys like us to go to war with Iran? No. Okay, cool. We'll take that down. All right, now let's run a poll.
Yeah.
Come run it by us.
They didn't make the case to the American public at all before they did this and let us know why this was so necessary. They ultimately did that a couple of weeks after they had already did it. All they said in the beginning was, well, Israel attacked Iran and killed all their leadership, and Iran had already said that if they got attacked, then they would hit U.S. assets out there, so we had to go and attack. But Israel didn't drag us into this. Like, we wanted to do this because we want to make sure they never got nukes, even though our own intelligence agency said that they weren't even trying to get nukes. We just didn't believe them. And so, I just want to make it so clear, this is not about our military. This is not about our servicemen and women who are crushing out there. They're doing a remarkable job with the orders they've been given. But at the same time, it's everybody's American right to criticize our government, especially when they're spending $1 billion a day of our money, our freaking taxpayer money for peace in the Middle East. What about peace in the hood? What about $1 billion a day on housing and food and education here?
Facts.
So these young people stop killing each other.
Facts.
It's like,
Talk
you didn't ask us
Talk
about
to
this.
him.
Now you want to get on here and talk about the Pharisees. Man, bump you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Talk to him,
Be
Lana.
for real, bro. That's my 2 cents. That really irked my soul this morning when I saw him get that press conference. But anyways,
Feel like you wanted to say something there.
I really needed to I've been wanting to get that off my chest for a while because these people are acting like just trying to cover this war is like anti-U.S.
Yeah,
no, you
yeah.
didn't care about what the U.S. thought when y'all did this.
Exactly. So we're not going to care about how y'all feeling.
Exactly.
We're not going to care about y'all feelings. Y'all ain't care about ours.
I mean, I hope you win because it's like, what else are we going to do?
At this point, I do hope you win.
Because if you don't, we're screwed.
Bruh, I'm going to be mad that we didn't win when we did all this.
Exactly.
We did all this and we didn't win. I'm going to be pissed. So, yes, I want us to win at this point.
It's inevitable. At this, like, you need to win or we are all literally screwed.
Exactly.
So obviously we're rooting for you.
Exactly.
We're just mad about it.
That's real. That's real.
Anywho's, are we over here? Oh, I will say Hegseth did make one really good point to his credit. Most of the media definitely does give Democrat presidents better press. And he actually mentioned how the media covered the Afghanistan withdrawal. So I'll let you hear what he said, and then we'll go back to the Afghanistan withdrawal right after that. But here's what he said.
This same press corps, not this exact same press corps, but at least an older press corps, bent over backwards during the Biden administration to explain away, the disastrous and disgraceful Afghanistan withdrawal. You called it the greatest airlift in American history. It's almost like you're cheering only for one side.
I will say that the left media does do a lot better at holding right-leaning presidents accountable, and the flip side, which is why you could watch Fox News and they'll give you a rosy picture of the war. It's, they're not lying. It's just there's two ways you can look at it. And you can look at it for the problems that are there, or you can look at it for the successes. They both exist in the same plane. But just which one do you want to focus on? That's the question. Now, for the Afghanistan withdrawal, nobody said it was a raging success. Everybody said that was a disaster. And we can show you what that looked like if you haven't seen or if you don't remember what that looked like. I mean, people were literally trying to hop onto the side of the plane to get up out of there. And everybody called it an embarrassment, a slap in the face of the military members who had been in Afghanistan, for years and years and years. People were literally falling off the plane trying to get out. It was a disaster. And what the left media did do was blame Trump for the fact that we were in this position to begin with. Trump made the deal with the Taliban at the time that they were going to withdraw the U.S. troops, but then Biden administration was the one who was supposed to pull it off, and this is how it went. So the left media did kind of lean more on the Trump of it all and gave Biden more of a break, because nobody could call that a success.
Yeah, not at all.
yeah, at the time, like 13 U.S. troops died and almost 200 Afghan civilians died. But this says to me that we do just need to make sure we're holding everybody accountable. And if there's ever like a Democrat president while I'm on the news, I'm going to try to go hard on them too. It's real. I mean, it's like the biggest service I think you could do for people.
Yeah, I will kind of go with Pete Hegseth on certain things. Like it is very interesting that everybody's getting mad at Trump for supporting Israel right now, but in 2023, Biden was doing the same thing during the Israel and Gaza war. He was spending billions of dollars over there with them also for what people call a genocide now, and they want to say that this is a genocide going on currently, but it's like I wasn't hearing much negativity on Biden from the left media at the time. So yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's like you guys have to hold the same standard no matter who it is. You have to be able to be objective in these situations.
Yeah, for sure. And if not, we are, baby.
Real talk.
But I will say, because sometimes Trump just makes it too easy, he did double down on the Jesus stuff.
Jesus.
You would have thought, Jesus. You would have thought that man learned his lesson, but he posted a picture of him and Jesus again. He said that the radical left lunatics might not like this, but I think it's quite nice. And the post, if you can't, read it or right now, whatever, says, I was never a very religious man, but doesn't it seem with all these satanic, demonic, child-sacrificing monsters being exposed that God might be playing his trump card? I said, Trump, you might not want to, y'all have been fighting a little too hard to not release the Epstein files. You might not want to talk about
demonic monsters and satanic.
Right.
Trump he didn't probably post this thinking that he was Trump. He probably thought he was Jesus' son right here. You know how he thought he was a doctor? He thought he was Jesus' son right here. He was like, I didn't even post that like that. Come on now, brother.
Yeah, I can't believe he did it because the religious community went off on him the first time.
Yes.
But Trump, and Trump's gonna do what Trump's gonna do.
Facts.
Okay, so I will say, just to talk about the other side just a little bit, Hunter Biden apparently is now living abroad because he has had some legal troubles, actually really financial troubles. He never paid for his lawyers. He was in a lot of trouble because of like tax reasons and that gun charge that he had. He wasn't supposed to have a gun while he was like an addict basically. And his lawyer said he ain't paid them nothing. Remember, he got pardoned by his dad.
Yeah.
His dad pardoned him, so he didn't have to, spend any time in jail, and he, was absolved of it all. But he still had lawyers who were working on those cases, and they say he owes them like a couple $1 million.
Dang. And he bounced?
He has said publicly he is dealing with about $17 million in debt, largely from legal fees connected to those cases.
Sheesh.
So his lawyers were suing him because they're like, hello, but apparently, he said, baby, I gotta leave the country.
Did they say where he went?
No, his exact location has not been confirmed, but he previously said he had been spending more time in Cape Town, South Africa.
Really?
And
Cape Town.
Because that's where those people fled, saying that white people were dealing with racism.
The Afrikaners are there.
And the U.S. said, oh, come over here, white Afrikaners. We would love to have you here. Not kidding. Trump literally prioritized the white South Afrikaners for refugees. He limited the amount of refugees who could come to the U.S. and prioritized literally the white South Afrikaners who were from there. So that's where Hunter Biden, maybe, he said that he had fallen madly in love with Cape Town and said it was the most beautiful city in the world. And so people think he might be there. I guess he did come back, or at least he was photographed over Easter weekend in California with his parents, Joe Biden and Jill Biden. But I don't know. I mean, did they Photoshop him in? We don't know.
Drugs must be hitting over in Cape Town.
That's not
Drugs
nice.
must be hitting over there, Hunter. He said, let me slide over here, see what it's hitting for.
I saw somebody in the comments say he was the first, he's a Hawaiian out here.
Look,
Hunter?
He's a W.
He's a WN for
He's
sure.
a WN for sure.
Yeah.
Especially when I seen that video of him allegedly smoking crack or something like that. I was like, whoo.
Yeah, man, when you're that rich, crack is it. You know what I mean? You just need, y'all ever seen The Wolf of Wall Street? Come on now. Like, once you get that much money, it's like, what do you do? Crack. You know what I'm saying?
My problem. My problem is you are too wealthy. You come from too high up of a family. You did not need to go this route.
No, you didn't.
There's no reason you need to be fleeing the country for, not that you're fleeing, not that he's fleeing, but that you just found yourself outside of the country facing $17 million in legal fees potentially After the life and the president that was your dad, like the opportunities that would have been open to you, how are you in this position, bro?
And that's what we talked about yesterday. People, when they get into these, their parents come from this wealth and the parents, and they want to live this other lifestyles. Like, dog, do you know it's kids out here that would kill to be in your position? But if you would have, boy, if I'd have been Hunter Biden's or Joe Biden's son, boy, what? And black? What? If I was an adopted Joe Biden, what? I'd been living.
But that's, the news. And, as far as presidential children, at the very least, we're talking about the Biden's children. I think people should really be talking about Trump's children right now as well, because they're making a lot of money on this war.
They are.
They're making a lot of money just on dabblings and dealings that have to do with things that the Trump administration is doing. So is Jared Kushner, who's running around as a private citizen making deals on behalf of the U.S. He's in this ceasefire. He was in the Russia ceasefire. He's in all these ceasefires. Ain't nobody elected this man. Nobody elected him.
That's real.
And he's got actual business ties. They say that that's why. Well, he knows these guys. He's got relationships with these guys, so maybe he can get a better deal for the U.S. What if he's there getting a better deal for himself?
Exactly.
Literally, who's to say?
He's
We don't know.
the insight. He got the insight.
We literally don't know.
One text message. Hey, they about to do this real quick. Y'all throw $100 million down. What? Come on now.
Exactly. But we do have to leave that right there. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building.
I always forget we're muted.
You got to talk like that.
What's going on, everybody? It's the commercial break. We just like to hang out, chop it up. Did anybody say anything? Be equal. Anthony Adams, we try to be equal as much as we can. The problem is Trump is the president right now. So it's like he's the one making the moves. The Republicans have the majority in the House and the Senate. So it's literally all on them right now. Anything good, anything bad, it's all on them right now. Mm-hmm. I will say, I was very critical of what we did in Venezuela, but it does seem to be working out for the U.S.
Yeah.
Amen. I was on that train though.
I still don't.
I thought it was genius.
I still think it was.
You thought it was genius?
I told y'all I thought it was genius, especially if we was to we got $300-something billion worth of oil out of them. I mean, come on now, that's an investment.
I just think it's like we could just focus on ourselves.
Just a little bit.
And just the things that we can do here before we kidnap a president.
A little therapy.
To be fair though, it is focusing on ourselves if we paying off our debt.
I have not seen the U.S. national debt go down at all.
Yeah.
In fact, I've seen it just steadily increase.
Also seen my taxes get higher and higher. So you let me know when that happens, brother, and I will be right on board.
And gas is high still.
Gas still high.
You know what I mean?
$4.69, bruh. I ain't never seen gas at $4 in Atlanta before, ever.
Actually, I think it was one time during what happened? Remember when gas was $5? Because something happened. I can't remember what it was.
I don't know.
I think it was during Biden. How was it working on the set of the Jamie Foxx show? I'm not that lady.
He think you fancy. That's funny. You do look like fancy a little bit though, low key.
Really?
Yeah, low key. You do
know who
look.
I get like Paula Patton. I've gotten that.
You do look like Paula Patton
and
a
then
little bit
I get,
too.
Gabrielle Union, not in the look, but like the sound.
Okay. Oh, I give you Gabrielle Union with the sound, but
Do
definitely,
I don't hear
definitely
it.
fancy though for a show.
Really?
For sure.
Who's
don't
Paula
know.
Patton?
You don't know who Paula Patton
Robin
is?
Thicke's
Robin
wife.
Thicke's ex-wife.
Are they still?
No, they
Whatever.
ex-wife. That's who he made Lost Without You. No, he didn't make that for her.
He don't know Robin Thicke.
You know Robin Thicke?
No,
I know
Robin Thicke.
Hold on, you talking about the Latina girl?
She's
light skinned.
That's a lot. That's a Latina.
She's
That is
biracial.
not no Latina. Is Paula Patton Latina? We got to mute. right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hot 97 News. You know, there was a couple things that happened this week that are legitimately so crazy they sound fake, but they are 100% real, and Rondell is here with the breakdown.
This is the Unfiltered Breakdown. Unfiltered Breakdown.
Okay.
Yeah, man, let's get into it, man. It's the Unfiltered Breakdown. Listen, a man just got sentenced to a year in jail for smuggling 2,000 ants.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know Samuel L. Jackson is somewhere right now figuring out how he can make ants on a plane. I do know it. Imagine getting locked up and your cellmate ask you what you in for. It's just like, hey, bro, what you do? And it's just like, smuggling 2,000 ants. 2,000 ants. That's a lot of weight. Wait, what new drug is ants? And you're like, nah, I smuggled literally 2,000 ants. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do with 2,000 ants, sir? Recreate Bug's life? I don't understand what we're doing. What you should have done is did what any normal person would have did and went outside, find you an ant pal. Billions of ants for free. Billions of ants. Matter of fact, I got a homeboy right now, got a whole ant colony in his house right now, dirty, living. Now, here's another story, man. Wingstop 420 is among us. So Wingstop did something dope for y'all. They're putting a hot box combo meal together, and it comes with a what? Rolling tray.
Oh, what?
Comes with a rolling tray. This is a wings and weed. This is a stoner man's dream right here, right? This might go down as the best marketing plan of all time. Only a high person would think of something like this, just in a pitch meeting, like, can we all just stop pretending and just give the people what they want? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish Rick Ross was in that meeting, because he probably would have named it the hot box. No? All right. The hot box. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now we get it. Now, if I worked at Wingstop, I would have went all the way with it. I would have had the hot box meal come with a smoking buddy. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody needs a smoking buddy and an eating buddy. You know, makes it better. Now, this is what I have. JR Cricket's American Deli. Your turn. You're on the clock. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? This is my last story, and I think this one is the crazy. Starbucks now has AI that recommends drinks based on your mood.
Oh.
So now your coffee has to check your emotional status before ordering, okay? I don't need AI to tell me what mood I am. All I need to do is check my bank account, and it'll let me know the exact mood I am in for the day. What you should have did, Starbucks, is lower the prices. Okay?
Hello.
Exactly. That alone would fix 80% of people's mood walking in the door right there. Nothing is going to make my day more worse than opening up my Starbucks and seeing, you seem stressed. You should get this $20 latte. It's gonna make me more stressed. Look, we don't need AI to match our mood. We need life to stop putting us in this mood. You dig what I'm saying? So today we learned you can go to jail for smuggling ants, which I did not know. Wingstop is one step away from opening a dispensary in their stores, and Starbucks thinks they understand you better than your therapist. And this has been your Unfiltered Breakdown with your boy
This
Rondell.
is the Unfiltered Breakdown. Unfiltered Breakdown.
Yeah. 2000
You
ants
made
is
that
crazy.
yourself? Did a little jingle?
Yeah, that was
Come on,
me.
jingle.
Yeah, man, I'm
Look at that.
a jingle master.
That was crazy.
I'm a jingle master.
That was crazy.
Jingle master.
Ah, man. So I want to know what kind of drinks Starbucks is.
You're a Starbucks girl.
I am.
So this is, I did this story for you to ask questions. I didn't look up any more information, but I did do this story for you.
No, I agree, because that doesn't make, if you're sad, you get a gross coffee, or you get a better coffee.
Come on now.
You're too happy. Let me ruin your day with a black coffee.
With the black coffee, it don't make no sense. It doesn't make it makes no sense.
Yeah.
I really don't understand how they're gonna, and how are they gonna base your mood off of AI though?
Right. What's
You know what I mean?
what
Like, are
drink
you gonna
goes
are you gonna put your face, and like if you're making a face, yeah, exactly. If you're making a face, do you have a thumbprint and it tells you how high your heart rate is? It's like, oh, he got a little anxiety. We might not need no coffee. We might need a chai tea.
Look, you walk up, you say, I want a whatever the drink is, and they say no.
Yeah.
You're not getting that.
They just start looking at you up and down. Okay, and then Starbucks comes into a judgmental place at that point. It becomes too judgmental. So,
Facts.
shout out to Starbucks though.
Shout out, man. I love me some Starbucks.
I
used to work there, actually.
Yeah, I know you told us.
Yeah.
That was the guy that was doing. Yeah.
That's right.
That was that story.
Okay. Speaking of crazy stories, though, and this is honestly like, you know what? I'm happy that we have men like this who still exist in this country. There's a principal in Oklahoma who saved his whole school from a gunman, and the whole thing was caught on camera. So this happened actually a couple days ago on April 7th. Police say somebody tried to shoot up a high school in Oklahoma. We can show you the video of what happened here. He comes in, cocks the gun, points it, and do-don't-choo.
Oh, yeah, he played football.
Yeah, he said, where? Shooting where? That is crazy.
Wow.
You know, there was a shooting in Texas, I think it was, where even the police wouldn't go inside and address that gunman for like an hour. It was like crazy. This man said, oh, you ain't doing it in my school. So the suspect was apparently a former student, now 20 years old. His name is Victor Lee Hawkins. So a 20-year-old man, according to police, goes back to his old school and just walks in with two semi-automatic pistols and reportedly intended to carry out a Columbine-style mass shooting targeting the students and staff. They say he had an obsession with Columbine. But the principal, that was the principal you just saw, 60-year-old man, Kirk Moore, saw what was about to happen, rushed the suspect, got shot in the leg, by the way, but kept charging for him, tackled him, restrained the shooter, so nobody else got shot. Another staff member comes in, helps get the gun away. No injured students, no killed students. Moore was the only person who was shot. He's doing well, he's recovering, and authorities are like, man, this man saved lives.
That's a long grudge to hold. He graduated like 2 years ago.
At least.
At
'Cause
least.
it could have been.
At least 2 years ago, bro, or maybe 3 if you graduated at 17.
Right.
That's a long grudge to hold, bro.
My question is, how was he gonna do the Columbine with like a pistol?
Yeah, he won't
And
go.
two.
He
Yeah, I
won't.
mean-
He won't go shoot up that many people,
He
bro.
ain't have no switch on it. It looked like he ain't have no extended clip.
Just
like
16 bullets, bro.
just one good go at it.
Yeah.
That's
You-
crazy.
Not you giving like
No.
suggestions.
Not that I'm giving suggestions. Not that I'm giving suggestions, but it's just like, obviously he was not there. If I was like his lawyer or something, I'd be like, you hear this, y'all?
Yeah.
He thought he was gonna Columbine with just a little gun, a little revolver.
That's what they say. They say he wanted to replicate the Columbine massacre, and that happened back in 1999. You guys know. So apparently, police say that he stole the guns from his dad, and now he's facing obviously multiple felony charges, including intent to kill. So I can't believe they caught that on video.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
he must not have never watched any type of documentary on Columbine. He couldn't have. He could, because he just did. They had rifles and
They
like
was ready.
big guns. Yeah,
They
like
was
and
ready.
he also had a buddy.
Y'all just be ready to.
I'm just saying he did not do his research. All I'm saying is he didn't do his research. I'm glad it didn't happen, but he just didn't do the research. If you gonna say I want to be like Columbine, dog.
Oh my God.
That's all I'm not saying I want it to happen. I'm just
should have got you some bigger. Well, sorry, his dad didn't have all the weaponry that he would have needed.
well then, brother, you probably should have rethought you know what I mean?
Crazy.
No, I'm
How
saying.
crazy.
Oh,
You know
man.
what? I appreciate the principle.
Oh, I do
How about we
appreciate the
talk
principle.
about
Shout out
that?
to him. Shout out to him, because when I was a teacher, I mean, I didn't dream of these scenarios, but I thought about them because it's the reality of the world that we're in right now. So I would always when I visualized it, me protecting the whole entire school because I thought I was big and bad. Granted, it's a scarier situation than this, but if I was the principal, man, I'd be feeling so big, man.
Oh yeah, you walking around like,
Oh,
yeah.
you the man for the next couple years,
Okay.
bro. You ain't gonna let nobody forget that. Real talk.
Super Negro. That's how you gonna feel, bro. That's how I feel.
Wait a minute. So you really used to like visualize having
Well,
to
you
save
have
the
to. I
school?
mean, if they put you in those scenarios where you have to do a like mock of the
Yeah.
school shootings, like, oh, we're gonna go in this designated area, we're gonna take the kids here. It's like I'm thinking, like, if somebody really was to break in here, what would I do? Would I cower and
Yeah.
let the kids get hurt? No, I'm gonna have to stick up and fight.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you? Because I already know. I don't think you would. He would have been peace.
Y'all don't want to know my answer. Y'all don't want to know my answer. Y'all do not want to know my answer, bro.
I would tell you right now, this man is saving himself.
Hey, right, y'all do not want to know my answer. Oh my goodness.
No, but that would be so hard because like I never really thought about it for real from like the teacher perspective because we used to do news stories all the time. I was a reporter. We do news stories all the time about how the drills became more and more prevalent and all these kids from very young ages have to figure out, okay, class, what do we do if someone comes in to kill you all? And you think about it from the child's perspective of like, man, that sucks. Like you have to just cosplay. Oh, somebody's coming in to murder me, and I'm 5, I'm 6, I'm 7. The teachers do too, though. Like, cause I gotta be the one to save y'all little behinds. And what if one of y'all cries and I need you to be quiet?
Or What if one of them gave you a hard time the entire year?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Oh. Please. This is exactly why.
That's a dark joke. I'm sorry. That's a very dark joke, but I think it's hilarious. I think it's a funny joke. It's a very dark joke.
That is a very
That's a dark joke. Okay, I'm sorry.
I was saying more so like, what if you're trying to get everybody to be quiet and someone's just giving you a hard time and they don't really understand what's going on? And it's like, bro, you gonna literally get us all. Man, that's terrifying. But y'all want to spend all the money in around. We could be spending money on, but y'all don't want to hear it.
Y'all might need that principal in Iran. The way he was diffusing stuff, the way he was running up on that man.
Oh man. Okay, moving on. Did you hear about what happened to Live Nation?
Yes.
Man, this thing seems like it's been working itself out for a long time.
For a while.
Yeah, so there was a jury in New York that just decided that yes, Live Nation and Ticketmaster broke the laws meant to prevent monopolies from happening, so they had too much control of the market, and it just wasn't used fairly. So, I mean, the government tried to tackle this as well. I think the Trump administration just settled this case instead of fully fighting it, and so this is kind of like a step that goes further than that. And so they're saying that, you know, they got to squeeze out the competition because all these venues and these artists, they didn't have any. I mean, so they just basically got to put higher ticket prices out there, extra fees. Nobody ever knew what it meant or why it was happening, fewer choices for the fans and the performers. So everybody was sick of it. And this is finally, you know, a step, I would say, in the right direction for trying to protect like people. Because I remember when Taylor Swift went through what she went through, everybody was trying to get tickets to her concert and they were sold out in like no seconds.
Yep.
And then you had to pay like crazy
Flipped
resale
them.
fees.
I mean, the resale fees
prices,
were wild,
yeah.
bro.
Crazy.
Why? They were price gouging on those tickets. Like every ticket, man, they were price gouging on it. I don't understand. And I never really understood how they did it. But you see a lot of independent artists now, they'll, hey, let's go
concert,
through,
and they were sold out in like
what is it?
no
what are the things? What are the Eventbrite? You know, Posh, a lot of other applications now you can go through, but yeah, Live Nation was tripping.
Yeah. No. So former DOJ antitrust officials said that the companies use their power to lock out and intimidate rivals and drive up the costs. And so, you know, the next step here apparently is just deciding what the punishment is going to be. And that's what I don't get. Like, now that you've done this, now what? Like, do they have to pay a fine and then keep doing what they're already doing?
True.
Do they have to change? Do they have to... what, like set up another company? Like, what are they supposed to do?
Yeah.
They've already locked out all the competition. Like, what comes next, and how do you make sure people can actually buy a concert? It's not supposed to be this hard.
Nah.
Life is not supposed to be this hard. Like when you were trying to buy those shoes that time.
Yeah, and you can't get them.
And it was like sold out in a minute.
In seconds.
Because y'all just got like bots.
And they're gonna have lawsuits, and Nike will have lawsuits eventually too for that. Like, it's like, bro, you can't just do this to people. And here's the thing: Live Nation will never. They're not gonna drop their prices because you have to work with the artist when it comes to this stuff. So just like, hey, these are my set prices for this concert.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, oh, they get in trouble and then, all right, you guys got to sell only $20 tickets from here on out. It's like, no, because if Kendrick Lamar comes in town, like his tickets are set. Like his price is set. These are 50, 80, 100, whatever the case may be. These are set prices.
Have you ever gone through what the problem here was? Like, have you ever tried to buy a concert ticket and gotten screwed in any kind of way?
I stopped using Live Nation.
Oh.
Yeah, I stopped using Live Nation.
Because I don't really fully understand, like, was it that, like, let's say I'm Taylor Swift and I want to charge $200 for the backseat, whatever it is. Live Nation would come on and be like, it's $500?
Yes.
Just because it is what it is?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that sucks. Yeah. I don't really go to concerts that much, so whether it wasn't impacting me, but I was here. I remember when it all went down and people were pissed.
Yeah, it was very, very huge.
And there's no reason to be charging like $1,000, $2,000 for a night. Man. Crazy.
I think it's fire that they said that they deemed them as monopolies, though. Like, they actually said that this is a monopoly. I wonder if they're going to go after Amazon next. I wonder, I mean, they're not technically, they still have competitors, so they're technically not monopolies, but like, the competition compared to them, I mean, Walmart, eBay, Target, they're dwindling compared to actually Amazon.
But Amazon is also not like super expensive. Like,
but they're also not the same thing.
Yeah. You're not getting the same. Yeah, it's definitely not the same.
Like, they're
thing.
like a warehouse. Like, they're not like a store. They just do shipping really, really well. So they have like just whole like stocks full and warehouses full of stuff that they can just get to you because we just got it like that.
Yeah.
Versus Walmart, it's like I'm going to Walmart to buy this, or they can send it to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just think it's weird how they have their hand in literally almost anything. You could get anything in Amazon.
Yeah.
On Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything.
Anything. They took book markets. They took multiple different industries as part of Amazon
Yeah.
right now.
I
And it's
see your
just like,
point, yeah.
It's just a culmination of Amazon. It's like they're one of the most powerful companies in America.
Oh,
right now. And it's
1000%.
It's just wild. I wonder if they're gonna go for those guys too.
Because I just don't like how sometimes the cost, I mean, it will be higher on Amazon. And it's like, but they can get it to me in 2 days or 1 day. They can get it to me by tonight.
Yeah,
you
bro.
know what I mean? But you put extra money on top of it. I don't like. You're just supposed to sell it for what the store sold it for.
True.
But you know,
That's what
how
you
they
pay
do.
for, though. You pay for the speedy service.
Yeah.
No, that's what my Amazon Prime pays for.
Oh, well,
And that's what I see. Now, why you throwing an extra couple
That's true.
dollars
That's true.
on the product?
Huh.
Because they can.
True.
Disney just laid off nearly the entire visual development department at Marvel.
Whoa.
Do y'all watch Marvel movies?
Yes.
Kinda.
Shows?
Yes.
You don't understand.
Yeah, kind
This
of.
is huge.
That's crazy. Honestly, Marvel has fallen off, though. I think Marvel fell off. Marvel fell off after, I can't remember what movie it was. Probably after the last Avengers movie.
For sure, they definitely fell off around that area, that whole because then they started getting into the Eternals. They started getting into more niche superheroes and niche topics to where you couldn't even necessarily like for the regular standby person. You like, oh, I don't even know who this person is. Why am I going to watch them?
Everybody's got a spin-off TV show. Nobody
Yep.
even knows like who these people are anymore. And I will say, not that I'm like anti-woman, but they kept making a lot of women-centered shows. And their whole fan base, they got a lot of men who don't want to see that.
True.
That's
You know what I
real.
mean? And it's crazy because like it does seem like, you ever notice that when you watch movies or shows these days, it's always the woman now who's like the hero.
Yeah.
And the man is kind of cowering behind her, like letting her take charge. I think it's fine if you're gonna do it every once in a while, but it's like all the movies and shows are like that now. And if you're a little boy like growing up watching that and you want a hero, you really don't have one unless you go back to the old movies.
Yeah,
True.
that's fair. That's fair.
Seems
I
like
could
they
definitely see that.
overcorrected a little bit. Because women used to be, by contrast, just always, oh, save me. I'm in distress. I need help. It's like you went too far.
Wow.
Too far.
They've been doing this whole type of like, redevelopment over, it seems, because they moved out of Georgia. I think we talked about it not too long ago. They moved out of Georgia and went to other countries because they said they was trying to lower the costs and things like that. So it's like maybe they folding a little bit, man. Maybe we're starting to see the beginning of Disney crumble.
Yeah, I don't know. Because they, apparently, the people they laid off, which was like 1,000 people being cut company-wide, they were... Oh, okay, sorry. It says here that the visual development team at Marvel was hit the hardest. And so some reports say the team has been almost completely wiped out. And those were the people who were responsible for literally just what Marvel looked like visually. This was a team that shaped what actually came to the screen. So I don't know if they just want to change it if they're out of money, because a lot of these companies are running out of money. It's very clear because they keep raising the prices. It's like it clearly can't be going that well.
Yeah.
That's real.
You keep coming for more dollars for me.
That's real.
No, don't look at me. Shoot, I ain't got it either. Because that's what YouTube just did. YouTube just increased the price for a subscription.
Really?
Yes, they did. This is the first time they've had a price increase since 2023. And so the new monthly prices for YouTube Premium is going to be $15.99 for an individual account. That's up from $13.99. YouTube Premium for family is going to $26.99. Premium Lite, $8.99. YouTube Music, $11.99. Those are both up $1. And then YouTube Music for family, $18.99. That's up $2.
The only thing premium's good for not having ads. That's it.
But some people really do not want ads.
I'll sit there and watch an ad.
Bro,
I will too.
Yeah.
It's an ad every like literally almost every video.
Just
though.
wait 3 seconds and skip
It's
it.
not just 3 seconds anymore, bruh. It's
I
not
will
just 3
say-
seconds. They'll have a 3 second on top of another 3 second on top of another 10 second on top of another. I've seen 4 ads in a row.
Hold on.
wow.
Not only that, because I've seen that too, but I've also now seen where they'll do like a 5 second, 15, and then hit you with like a 2 minute.
2 minutes.
Like 2 minutes.
Have y'all ever fell asleep watching something on YouTube, wake up to an ad that's like an hour long? I'm so
There has been
serious,
there are hour-long ads
Because if
out
you
there.
don't hit skip, that thing just keeps going.
It
You're
just
like,
keeps
what is
on
this?
going on, and you just like, what is going on?
Yeah, man. So
Bruh.
if you're a current subscriber, you're going to start seeing that new pricing on your next billing cycle in June. Surprise. But they're not the only ones. I had looked this up. I guess I didn't put this in my notes. All these companies have been doing this for the past couple of years. Netflix Disney,
just
all of
popped
them just keep, because I think what they started out doing was very noble and amazing. Like cable was playing games. Here's an alternative. Now all y'all want a different ad service. You stripped all the shows and have different pockets, and now it's like, yeah, nobody wants this anymore.
You gotta go get every single streaming platform to get your favorite shows.
Right.
Which sucks, because I
Yeah.
think Netflix just went to $19.99. And these aren't like outrageous prices. I don't want people to understand these aren't outrageous prices. But at the same point, I think we need a streaming platform with all of them under one roof.
I do too.
Every platform under one roof.
Then they would call it cable.
Yeah, well,
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. It's not outrageous prices yet. They gonna keep on upping it up the more they keep taking away from cable. I mean, that's just the way that life is gonna go until it may just flip back into people going back to cable, where you could watch us on Hot 97 News TV, your local listings in Atlanta. If you out there listening,
There you go.
WHOT 66.
There you go. There you go.
Just saying, you know.
But you have a point though. A lot of people are. Man, I know so many of the homies that like are stripping their streaming services.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we not paying for no streaming services no more, bro. They like, yo, we'll pay 1 year fee for YouTube TV, and that'll be it, and we'll just use YouTube TV. Or they're going all the way back, literally, to cable.
Yeah.
So I mean, I get it.
We're also on WASA in New York.
Hello.
Yes,
Amen.
thank you.
Hello. Few TVs actually.
What'd you say?
I said we're on a few TVs.
Want a couple of y'all's. We're in
Yeah,
Orlando.
yeah.
Just in case y'all was
Few
curious.
TVs.
What do you guys think about this one? Tennessee is considering a new influencer bill that's trying to protect kids who are involved with family social media content.
Love it.
So basically, you know, as we all know, there are child labor laws for most work, but this is totally unregulated right now. So families are having their children be in this content, making millions and millions of dollars, and there's really no guarantee this child gets any money. There's nobody to stop them from saying, you gotta film every time, you know, every time I want you to. So what they're saying with this is if children under 14 are a significant part of paid content, this bill would restrict how that content can be created and used. In fact, if a kid is like 14 to 17 and they regularly appear in monetized content, a portion of the money has to be set aside for them.
Yeah, it's a Kugler. It's like a Kugler account.
So they say that, and then they say that it would only apply when children are in like a major part of the content, not like they just pop in every once in a while. But if you're like part of the content, then you get this. And then if a kid reaches the age of 14, they would have the right to request it's all permanently deleted if they don't want it.
Oh, that's lit.
They don't want the.
If they appeared in content that was from 0 to 14 and they get 14 and they're like, I don't like any of this, this bill would make them delete it.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that because there's this girl right now. Her name is Piper Raquel. I don't know if you guys know who that is. So she was very heavy on TikTok and YouTube, and her mom literally made her do this. Like, made her push her in because her mom was this famous actress back in the day. Forgot her name, but made her do like the YouTube and the TikTok. Bruh, guess what she's doing now? OnlyFans.
Dang.
Turned 18 and started
That's
doing
crazy.
OnlyFans.
'Cause
Wild.
that's the easiest way.
Easy.
If that's where you were like told to go, and by the time you get 18, what's the easiest way? That's crazy.
To recoup all the money that I probably didn't get from my mom because my mom probably held it from me. I mean, you got like
never know.
She probably had notoriety, and she was very. I mean, Piper Raquel is big on TikTok and big on YouTube, but it's like, bro, she wasn't. Your mama probably won't pay. You was young. Like, what you need is $100 million for.
Yeah.
Now, she went straight to OnlyFans, bro.
So how do y'all feel about like the families that like put their kids online though? Like, you know, you'll see like influencer families where they're recording their babies.
Extortion.
That's extortion.
I think you're extorting your kid. Your kid ain't asked to do this. Your kid didn't ask to be your baby, your 1-year-old baby, and you. Hey, well look, he don't want, bro. He want to go play outside on his tablet and something. Man, he want to kick it. He don't want to be all in your videos. Man, there's a dude out there right now, and they just had a baby, and I know for a fact. As soon as this baby get up like some type of substance of it, this baby gonna be all in their videos. It's like, bruh, that baby ain't asked for this.
You know what's crazy too? Like I feel like now people will have a baby and just be like, "Oh, you so cute. Let me figure out what kind of deal I can get with baby." And it's like, can you just raise your baby?
You're extorting your child. You're extorting your child. At this point now, kids are looked at as, I mean, it's crazy to say this, like prostitutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pimp you out.
Dang,
thought you were gonna
prostitutes
say-
is crazy.
I'm gonna pimp you
I thought
out.
say commodities, but
No, not
I
commodities.
see what you
You get where I'm going, bro.
Yeah.
They are getting pimped out. These kids are getting pimped out at the end of the day. A lot of these kids don't see the revenue from what their parents are putting online. A lot of these kids don't even know what their parents are putting online because they're not even allowed to have cell phones
Yeah.
to see TikTok or Instagram or this, that, and the third. So you shooting with your child, but you're not letting your child see what it is that you're doing, which I think is messed up. And also, you're not giving your kid any money. Bro, what are we doing?
that's
Your
messed
kid
up.
did not ask to be on the internet. I would never, when I have kids, bro, I would never, I'm going to let my kid say, hey, Dad, I want to do what you're doing. Cool, let's do it. But I would never be like, oh, you got to get in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Nah, man, my dad never made me do it. I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be a comedian. I wanted to do these things. Dad never pushed me to be this way. So I'm never going to push my kids to go down that route.
But I also do hear a lot of people will say, like, I don't want my kid on social media. I'm not going to post their picture, all this kind of stuff. But then the kid ends up being really cute, and they're just like, I just want to post
Yeah,
you
for sure,
everywhere.
for sure.
But then what if you start doing that, and then someone's like, hey, you really got a cute kid. Let me give you a couple $100,000.
Then that's when the conversation we'll have with me and the mom and be like, hey, do we do this? Because I know where the industry goes when kids are child actors and child stars.
Yeah.
Know what happens.
Yeah.
We can do this if
Very
you want
dark,
to.
Yeah. We do have to leave that there. We have a lot of Atlanta stories coming at you after the break.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building.
Yo, yo.
Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning. And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
And we're
Are we
live.
unmuted? And we're unmuted and we're live. What's going on, everybody? Want to see what you guys are talking about in the comments. Also, Keith, you're saying that mom made her son sleep outside because he wouldn't do the TikTok vids anymore. See,
Dang.
y'all,
That's
that's
crazy.
too much.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
That's wild to me.
What you mean sleep outside? Girl, if you don't...
That's what I'm saying. I never understood when I see these parents when they had these kids and all they want to do is let me post you. No, man, what if he want to play basketball or do something like? What if you don't want to do this today?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what?
I mean, sometimes you imagine, I guess if we're looking at it differently, they get a lot of money from it from their kids. They get to spend more time with their kids in a sense, especially if it takes up their job. I mean, that's bonding in a sense. If my kid had a talent, I would push my kid to do something with
For
that
sure,
talent.
for sure.
I'm not gonna because sometimes you just need to steer your kids in the right direction. You don't know if they're gonna get older and actually use the talent. So I'm gonna put them in there while I have the chance to actually influence them.
But that would make sense. Like if they were legitimately making content of the kids' talent, that's one thing. But if you're gonna say like don't play the piano, don't draw, don't do whatever you feel most compelled to do, don't focus on your homework, do these videos. These videos are how you can make money. It's like then I'm really taking away from like
Exactly.
what they could have been doing.
I see that. I can see that.
And then
for sure.
they end up on OnlyFans
Hey,
because
help.
I didn't spend my whole 17 years doing
Knock on
videos.
wood. Knock on wood.
Oh, Super Duper C, you got a
When you
question?
get-
No, Alto Keys has a
When
question.
you got a show in NY, I'm trying to. Oh man, I won't be in New York for a minute, man. I'm gonna be focused down here for a while.
He can do a little stand up right now for the people though.
Nah.
Real talk. Go crazy.
That's what the undisputed breakdowns for, man. You guys didn't laugh that I ain't coming to New York.
So let's see here. Any other comments? Oh, hold on. Yeah, text. Question for your live chatters. So at this point, we're just getting ready for the next show, which is the Atlanta Hour, and got some crazy stories. Crime mob back in the news. Drunk driving a school bus. Oh, we got a couple little stories for y'all. So we have to go to mute, and we'll be right with you.
You are watching Hot 97 TV.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories in the city. It is Thursday, baby, April 16th. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Ronzel 2Ns.
What's happening?
And Million.
Hey, keep it a milli.
There you go.
Keep it in a milli.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Hey, yeah.
Yes, almost the end of the work week, everybody.
Hey, cannot wait.
This one kind of went by slow, man. This week kind of felt kind of slow.
Really?
It didn't fly by for me. This one didn't fly. I felt every day. I definitely felt Tuesday.
Every day of this
I
week.
felt Tuesday for sure.
You know why?
Why?
You're getting older.
Oh.
It's that 26, bro. Trying to tell you, bro. Life slow down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's speed up. It's speed up, but it's slow down too. You feel me? You start to feel every single day. How did you feel when you woke up this morning?
I felt all right.
He's not 30 now.
Oh.
Yeah, I felt all right. You know, I'm cool.
Okay. All right.
Your back just be hurting at
Yeah.
Thursday for no
Dang.
reason. What happened to you on Tuesday?
I don't know. It just felt it felt slow. It just felt slow. Like I could not get through Tuesday to save my life. Almost, it felt.
All right.
Well, your life was saved, brother, because you were still here. Come on.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Come on
It
now.
is crazy that it's like mid-April already. Now that just is very, very trippy to me.
Hello.
But let's dive into the news, shall we? Yes. So as we floated during the commercial break on YouTube, where you can watch us on Hot 97. By the way, this is the last day you'll be watching this on the Hot 97 on TV page. We're going full time to Hot 97 tomorrow. But as we were kind of floating in the commercial break, Crime Mob member has nucked his way into some trouble.
Hello. Police say Alphonse Smith. That is Psycho Black. Y'all know who Psycho Black is? Okay. So.
What part? What the Nuck of If You Buck song?
Yeah.
What did
if
he
you
do?
buck, boy, no.
Was
if
he
you
the
buck.
He's the hook guy?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
No, the girls are everybody is the hook. He's just a part of Crime Mob.
Got you.
Yeah, he's a part of Crime Mob. But he's facing, but yeah, you too. Yeah, that's Hollywood. But he's facing multiple charges tied to theft ring involving laptops, phones, tablets taken from vehicles across the city, costing over $100,000. He about to come into jail, shaking his dreads.
Wait a minute.
I like that.
Car break-ins.
Come on
What
now.
happened?
Listen, what happened to his career?
What happened to his life?
I mean, Crime Mob's not what Crime Mob used to be. You know.
Well, I guess it's living up to the name, though.
I mean, hey, Crime
I
Mob.
told y'all in the name I'm about to be stealing from y'all's vehicles.
Come on now. So victims started noticing their electronics were gone, but some of those devices had tracking on them because we live in 2026. Right. And you can't just be stealing phones and laptops without thinking that somebody's going to track it down. And that led investigators straight to a business inside of Metro Mart on Metropolitan Parkway. According to police, there were stolen electronics were allegedly being bought and sold. They were selling these stolen devices. Now, they didn't just sell them at the marketplace either, okay? They expanded and sold overseas. They were being shipped overseas.
What?
Including to Hong Kong.
What?
Oh, he's in like a...
Yeah. He's in ring. So this is all alleged because police arrested an employee connected to the operation, but Smith says he maintains his innocence and reminds everyone he hasn't been convicted of anything, which is true.
I know that's right.
But authorities say this kind of operation isn't isolated as a part of a larger pattern. They're seeing not just in Atlanta, but in other cities too. So, yeah, man, that's kind of nuts. But it makes you. Come on,
free him if he's innocent.
There you go. But it does make you think. It does make you think, though, bruh, because a lot of these artists, they get out of their contract, so they finish their music career, or their music career isn't doing what it needed to do. And it's like, bro, what happened in your career, money-wise, for you to have to, like, not have any backing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that sucks because a lot of these rappers, they don't get financial advice.
Yeah.
They get $1 million check and go, bet.
Yeah.
We in there. And he's not Diamond or he's not Princess, who are the two girls in Crime Mob. You know, they're very attractive women. So they're gonna have a pretty good, easy time getting out of, not being Crime Mob. Mm-hmm. But for the dudes in Crime Mob, don't nobody really know who they are like that. You dig what I'm saying? So it's going to be harder for you to create a solo career or create a career outside of Crime Mob. So it's like, y'all get these deals and y'all get these contracts and y'all don't read them. Y'all just see a big number and y'all sign it and say, bet, let's run it up. We got the money. Let's do it. But nobody's giving y'all sitting back and going, hey, bruh, that $1 million that they just gave y'all, you can't just use that willy-nilly because you got to pay that back to the label eventually. You know what I mean? With record sales and album sales and all that. So it sucks.
To be fair though, like, can we really knock them? I mean, with me being in, the industry now and the entertainment, it's like you got to just take your opportunity when it's given.
For sure.
Because if you're coming in and you don't have any leverage, I mean, it is what it is. It's like, are you gonna miss out on this opportunity and try and do it on your own, or are you gonna go ahead and take advantage of that opportunity, make it something bigger, and hopefully you can use your leverage to change your contract in the future. So I don't knock these people anymore. At first I used to get all mad at them. Like, why aren't you reading your contracts? But you cannot blame somebody in a a down out position for just taking whatever was given to them.
I think it's more so like, I wish y'all knew what to do with it. Like, flip it the right way. Don't get $1 million and buy a $500,000 chain. You know what I mean? Like, that's not that that's realistic, but I'm just saying, like, don't just do what is expected with it. Like, figure out how to invest a little slice of it. That's the sad part. Like, they're given this like crazy opportunity, crazy money, and they don't know what to do with it. It's like, you may as well have just, it's going straight back into their own pocket. I mean, everybody owns everything. You know what I mean? And like, this company technically owns these, and this company, they're all connected. So I'm getting the money back from you one way or the other.
One way.
Unless you know how to flip it and invest it and grow it for yourself, and they don't. That's the sad part.
Because we don't get taught this.
Right.
We don't get taught this. This is not in public schools. This is not, a lot of black kids don't get taught this at all. I didn't know about finance. I didn't even know about credit till I turned like 25 for real. Like, I knew that you needed to have good credit, but what does good credit look like? I'm thinking a 580 is good. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. I don't have no idea what this looks like. So even with getting this job, man, it's like, all right, now I'm 35. I can figure out, okay, take this over here. Okay, when I get a check, let's invest a little bit there. Let's save this. Let's put this. Okay, I know these things now, and I wish I probably would have been way further with money and finances now. You know what I mean? And it sucks that, you get that opportunity, and like you said, you just don't know how to flip it.
Yeah.
Flipping it is difficult though, in a sense though. I mean, there's like statistics of entrepreneurs failing at ventures all the time. Some people, could have tried to start a business. A lot of these rappers do get into trucking companies and stuff like that. I mean, shoot, 2 Chainz had a Crystal's Burger over there in Atlanta, and I think Bankhead or something like that. A whole Crystal's restaurant, and it ended up shutting down. Like, business is business at the end of the day. So you could tell somebody to flip it, but you still might lose your money doing that too.
True.
One of the things I guarantee, I don't mean start a business. I just mean like invest it. Like, figure out how to like get an accountant. Say, I have now $1 million. I need you to go figure out where to put this, and I need to see some growth on this by next year. And you figure it out, and like, hopefully you have somebody who's good enough to figure it out. That's all they do.
Or you could do the Pooh Shiesty route.
Which is what?
Rob
your boss.
Force your boss, allegedly to sign a contract. That's crazy.
At gunpoint. Okay. Meanwhile, y'all better be careful with these TikTok pranks, because the fact that like people just don't straight up get hurt every time is crazy.
I try to warn people all the time, bro. These TikTok pranks gonna get somebody hurt. Like, in real life, y'all keep playing with these folks. So in Loganville, this man says that they were woken up by some kids kicking at their door, and the prank is called the door kick challenge. The door kick challenge. What are we doing with these pranks at this point? The door kick challenge is absolutely insane. So this homeowner, Devin Shaw, did what anybody would do. He grabbed a gun and went outside, and as soon as he stepped outside, all the kids ran. It was 3 kids with ski masks on his Ring camera, and then there's one standing in the back. So all 4 kids ran off after this door kick challenge. Nothing was broken, nothing was stolen. There was no robbery, but it was a robbery stunt. It was a robbery prank. That's what they do. But y'all gonna mess with the wrong person and get shot up, bruh. Like, this is not a cool prank to do. It's not something fun to do. Fake robbing somebody, bruh, that's gonna get you killed.
That is crazy.
Bruh, door kick challenge. That's what it's called. I looked it up too.
Yeah.
The door kick challenge.
I've seen videos actually. Yeah.
Wild.
Well, I thought, because I have seen videos of like guys, kicking the door and then running off, but like with a ski mask on.
Ski mask is crazy.
And 4 of y'all doing it.
Yeah.
That almost does look like an attempted robbery in a
Bruh.
sense. And you just want to try and label it a prank. Nah. What would you have done if that door opened?
Hey, bruh.
And just started firing. Like,
Come on now. He's standing there about to kick the door and the door fling, and now it's like, bruh, y'all would die. I seen this one video. This was maybe like a year or something ago, but there was a TikToker and he was doing pranks where he would go up to dudes' girls and like try to holler at their girls and like this, that, and the third.
Some of y'all have a death wish.
Bruh, and it looked staged from the beginning, but when you started getting more into the video, because it stopped, because you couldn't promote violence on TikTok, so I went to their YouTube page and watched it. Oh no, he really got beat up.
Was it like a really rich person's house?
Nah.
I saw a similar video though.
This was like on Miami
And
Beach
he
or
got
something. Nah, this was like on Miami Beach, but I want to see that. I want to see that video too. But yeah, he went up to the dude, tried to, hey, let me holler at you, and he was like, yo, this my girl. He was like, man, I don't care about your girl, dog. I mean, I don't care about you, dog. This, that, and the third. Hey, bro, and beat him up. And then the dude that got beat up tried to like press charges on the dude. So I'm like, bro, y'all can't antagonize somebody or push somebody's buttons and then try to play victim, because I guarantee if one of those kids would have got shot and killed, their parents and everybody would have tried to play victim of, oh man, they was this. No, dog. This is not something fun to play with. You don't play with nobody's place of living. This is where they come. This is their peace. You coming into their humble abode, kicking my door. Oh,
no talk.
Ski mask is crazy. I will say that does remind me of the story from yesterday, where didn't we say that the police were like banging on the door, and I was like, you never know if it's actually a police officer or not. If you're not supposed to be the one they're really targeting. In that scenario, a woman basically sued because the police had the wrong house. No suspect. The suspect was already in jail that they were looking for, and they came at her house 5 o'clock in the morning. Bang, 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 bang.
Crazy.
I was like, bro, I mean,
crazy.
I don't know if that's the police.
Have y'all ever ding dong ditched though?
Yeah, of course.
It's
fun.
I was thinking, like, kids have been doing dumb stuff though forever. Like, you remember when back in the day you used to like set poop bags on fire?
Yeah.
That's y'all's generation.
Now, that's that was not
y'all's
ours.
generation.
That wasn't my
for
generation.
sure.
That was before me.
I
That
did
was
it.
like Will. Yeah,
That is y'all's
Will's generation.
That is a
I did
Will's
it.
generation
I
type
did
of
it.
thing too.
It was a little
Y'all was
You
real
did that?
menaces.
Yeah, we were
You
menaces.
did not.
Yes.
So you got it from the previous
We
generation.
definitely were menaces, 100%.
Now,
We used to
whose
roll.
poop?
We used to roll houses. Dog poop.
So you would pick up some dog poop.
I mean, I got homies that got dogs. We just wait till they dog poop, grab it, light it on fire, throw it on their porch.
What is with y'all? Like, what is the
It was
whole point
fun.
of doing that?
It was fun.
No, but so what what happens if you burn a house down?
Well, you would never. I mean, you put it on a porch, unless the porch
That's
is
what I'm
like,
saying,
wood,
like-
unless the porch is like wood or
Yeah.
something, or like I don't know.
So y'all didn't think about
Nah.
see, and that's the see. You over here talking about, and this is exactly the problem.
But
Like
see-
people get older and will be like, man, you kids. Meanwhile, have whole dog poop stories in their history.
It was funny, man. You would see them come outside, try to stump it out, and then they got dog poop on their foot.
Oh, so that was the whole point.
Yeah.
So it doesn't explode
You light,
or anything.
nah,
like
you light
that.
you light
Okay.
it on fire, and then they gotta stump it out, and then when they stump it out, it's dog crap on it.
That is just mean,
That's
bro. There's
terrible.
nothing.
It's
There's
hilarious.
That's
no
just
reason
a
to do
terrible
that.
thing to do.
That was funny.
Hey, you're a terrible person.
We used to roll houses. We
On
used
toilet
to,
paper?
Yeah, we used to knock. We used to do knock over people's mailboxes with bats.
See,
Yeah,
y'all
you
was
were
real
a real
menaces.
whiny.
Yeah, we had
But
fun.
I will say, like back in the day, that was like, it's very aggravating. Like, it would be an inconvenience type of crime.
That's all it is.
Now, where I'm like, let's play like traumatize everybody
Oh,
after I
nah.
shoot you because you came to my house in a ski mask, and banged on the door in the middle of the night. Now we're all traumatized.
No.
Because I shot one of y'all. It's like, well, y'all just don't do this.
Y'all
right.
don't at all.
The issue is you're knocking on the doors of the people that used to put dookie in bags.
Exactly.
So
They probably
y'all was
PTSD.
menaces. Y'all was the menaces. When the kids want to have fun, y'all want to start trying to take them down.
Well, that's a little too. I think that fun is just a little too. I mean, you pushing it, bro. You pull up to my house with ski
That's
masks
real.
on and kicking in my door.
That is very much
You're
so.
talking about a robbery prank.
So before we move on, would you rather at your house, would you rather a kid show up with the ski mask and bang on the door like that, or would you rather them throw a fire poopy on your
Oh,
doorstep?
fire poop. I know how to get. I know what to do. This is. Oh, okay. You guys think I'm gonna step on this? Oh, not.
And what would you do?
Just go get some water, pour it out, and then clean it up
You're
with.
just gonna let the fire just sit there on the porch?
Yeah, why not? Just pour it out.
All right.
Yeah, I would rather them do that than try to kick my door in.
Okay.
You know what I'm
I was
saying?
just checking.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, somebody's cousins, aunts, cousins, whoever was out here drunk driving a school bus allegedly.
And this is Monroe County. I don't know if y'all ever been to Monroe. No. Bruh, Monroe is in the boom knees, bruh. You can tell by my man right here. Yeah, he in the boom.
Which one of y'all let him drive? That's not a school bus driver,
That
is
is. That is the school bus driver,
That's
right?
a black man?
That's a black man.
Well, who'd you think? What you mean?
His
you thought
name
it was
is
a white man?
Well, he looks
like what?
He look now. Y'all, we was talking blackface yesterday. He looks like he's in blackface.
And
if
that's
anything,
just a black man.
That's a black man. He just got, he's ambiguous.
Ambiguous.
Yeah, he's ambiguous.
He don't look like a regular black man.
Nah,
am I tripping right now? He looks a little mixed or something.
That is a black man.
That's a black man.
That's straight hair, y'all. That's straight hair up
I
top.
see some
black
naps
men don't
right there.
Black men don't have beards like that.
I don't know, but if he's from Monroe, he's probably black because Monroe County is like super black. Yeah.
Regardless, he was the bus driver?
He was a bus driver, and this happened at 7 in the morning. 7 in the morning, a school bus was driving erratically, and you can imagine if you see a school bus swerving at 7 in the morning, I think anybody would call the cops on that. But his man's name is James Haggins, 63 years old. Somebody called the cops on him. The cops pulled him over, got contact, and said, "Hey, all right, you look a little bit woozy. Have you been drinking?" He denied this. He said, "I haven't. I'm sober." And then they took him down to the police station. They got blood tests. The blood tests have not came back yet to let us know because he denied the field sobriety test. He didn't want to do it. So the blood tests have not came back and let us know if he actually was drunk. The beauty of this whole thing, there was no kids on the bus. He was driving this around with no children on the bus, which I kind of think he might have been a little intoxicated. You know what I'm saying? Dropping them kids off, had a little bottle of whiskey in his spot. You know what I mean?
Was it before? Because if it's at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. He probably could have been picking up the kids.
Oh man, I'm so glad they caught that.
They caught him in the mist.
I'm so glad they caught that. So, real quick, just like with you being, having a past of drinking and stuff like that, were you taught not to take the DUI test and the field sobriety test?
Never take.
Unless
never
I'm
take
literally
never take the field sobriety test.
But they send you to jail if you you choose not to take it.
No, they don't.
I thought they just send you to jail. I thought if you refuse to take a DUI,
you gotta have probable cause. If your probable cause is just me being drunk, that's not probable cause. I need you to call your sergeant down here to get better probable cause because I'm not blowing in that and I'm not taking no field sobriety test.
Then they take you to jail.
No, they can't.
I gotta look that up. There's no way.
Bro, you be like, "Hey, I'm not doing none of this. Am I free to go?" Well, you're not actually technically free to go. Well, I'm not taking no test. So what we gonna do? You gonna write me a ticket? What we gonna do? I've never had to do that before.
So how do you know it works?
I've never had to do that, but I don't know that it works. This is what I'm.
What?
This is what I'm told.
You just give it.
This is what I'm told.
You don't know.
This is what I'm told.
Who told you that?
My lawyers.
Your lawyers told you that?
All my lawyer friends have told me to never take the field sobriety test.
I'm taking the field sobriety test. I mean, I passed it. Let me go. But
I've never taken one.
Wow. So I'm looking at it. It says you can go to jail for refusing a DUI test, but it depends on the situation.
Told
you might have a point. If you refuse the roadside test, there's usually the field sobriety test. If you refuse that, you can legally refuse, and you won't go to jail for refusing, but the officer may take that as suspicion and still arrest you. So if you refuse,
it's up to discretion. It's up to discretion. If you look sober, but you maybe have you might be a little, they be like, all right, man, we're gonna let you go with a, if you don't want to take it, all right, cool, we'll let you go with a ticket. But if you look drunk and you say, no, I'm not, they're gonna be like, all right, dog. No. I'll tell you a story, bruh. I almost got arrested one time, bruh, and this was crazy. I think I've told y'all this before. I was drunk. Pulled over for expired tag and no insurance, got out the car, hammered. Police says they have to take my car from me, and they impounded my car, and then they were like, yo, I was like, can I just drive home? He was like, yo, man, I'm like letting you go right now, just leave. And I was like, wait, what do you mean? And he had it was a black officer, and he was like, bro, I know you're drunk. Like, he didn't say this, but I can see in his eyes, I know you're drunk.
Get out of here.
Leave now. Call your Uber and go. Just take your car, get your car tomorrow, and go. So. But 7 a.m. in the morning, I ain't never did that.
I also will say, though, if you do...
I never did that on the school bus, boy.
What? Sorry, what?
Oh, wait. No, it's the same thing for breathalyzers, too.
Yeah.
That's what I was told not to take. Don't take the breathalyzer.
Hey,
Don't take none of it.
Yeah.
Or just don't drive drinking.
When I got the test out there, true. When I
drink
had
and
the
drive.
test, I was actually genuinely like curious if I could pass it. Not like if I could pass it because I knew I was gonna pass it, but like I just wanted to do it. I just wanted to see what they was gonna have me do.
I got some drunk goggles at the house. I should bring them in.
You should.
I'll bring them in tomorrow.
Why do you have those?
Like, because I'm
the kids didn't have to do the drunk goggles.
Yeah, I
as a
have to
kid?
do the
That's
drunk.
crazy.
That's wow.
Drunk goggles?
Like there's goggles, they're
Yeah.
impaired goggles.
They
You have to wear
simulate
them.
what it's like being drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And you try to walk and all this kind of stuff.
It's hard.
What are you doing now?
Yeah, why do you have these?
That was at my I had it at my sober party, my sober AF event.
Oh, but I'm saying, like, what? Y'all was doing that as kids?
No.
At school, though, at
high
school they
schools,
would
yeah.
have, yeah.
No way.
Yes.
Yes.
They were.
Y'all had an alcohol problem like that?
No, it
I ain't
was just
gonna
to,
say an alcohol problem.
it was to tell,
No, I'm
like,
telling y'all, we did not have that.
Oh,
that's because they don't love y'all.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what that is.
That was to teach you guys like what it's like to try to drive drunk. Like if you were to get pulled over and the officers have you basically do that whole little test, walk the line, do all this kind of stuff. This is what it would be like if you were drunk.
Yeah.
And so this is how you know right here, without having to be drunk, this is how you would fail. This is what it's going to be like. It's simulating being drunk.
Yeah, they also did dramatization things where they
Oh
would,
my
where they would
God.
have cars flipped over and all these kids would be out there laid out, blood on them, dead, all kinds of stuff. And your parents got to come and look, and all the kids come outside. It's a huge thing. It was actually kind of like very
Trippy.
traumatic. Yeah,
It was.
It was kind of traumatic because your parents had to be like crying and acting like you were dead, but they would ask you beforehand, "Hey, do you want to participate?" It was I never participated. They asked me
either.
once, but I was like, "Nah, I'm good, bro."
Yeah, y'all had a problem. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, they had to traumatize y'all to try and get y'all to stop doing
Okay,
stuff
y'all
like that.
generation have to do like active shooter drills.
Yeah,
so
okay.
we're all
Okay,
traumatized,
yeah, we
all right?
all got-
Hey, what happens if
Pick
someone
your
comes to kill us all? Ha ha ha! Like, and we were saved. You guys are traumatized.
You gotta be checkmate. Okay,
That's
pick your
hilarious,
battles.
bro.
Pick your battles. Pick your poison.
That's crazy, right? Literally pick your poison. Y'all really better stop playing with the IRS though, because they will always come get you eventually.
Exactly. Between 2018 and 2023, authorities say Akanda Rahim out of Atlanta and Abanyomo L2.
You just be making up the names.
Nah, that's right. That's his right name.
You
I
said
promise.
what now? Because I'm looking at it now.
Abayome.
I'm looking at like a
Abayome.
Kenad, Raheem,
Abayome.
and a Biomi.
Y'all not about to play me.
LE2.
Anyway, they worked together to pull off this massive tax fraud scheme that was over $100 million. Yeah, we're talking about creating fake IRS accounts, stealing social security numbers from taxpayers and even accountants, and filing more than 300 tax returns. They just didn't file the returns, so they made sure the money came to them. Investigators say they pulled a change of address forms so IRS documents would be sent to locations they controlled. Once the refunds hit, the money was loaded on prepaid debit cards, broken down into smaller orders, and then spent. So I tried to, did I ever tell y'all my, I probably shouldn't say
Your little
this.
tax fraud
Go
story?
ahead, go ahead,
You
tell
got
me.
all types of
I
crime
ain't
stories.
hear no tax fraud story, but you should broadcast
Probably
it.
shouldn't tell this.
I ever tell you about the time that I threw poop and set it on fire? I ever tell you about the time I drunk drove? I ever tell you about the time that I committed tax fraud?
I didn't commit tax fraud.
The wildest one was copper. You was stealing copper.
Stealing copper?
I didn't commit tax
Oh
fraud.
remember
no. Oh, don't forget. You can't. You got naked when you got into a fight.
I did.
We can't even forget that.
I
We can't
did.
even forget that.
I did.
So it's just like woo. You got a story for everything.
Just
Joey.
like you got a
What's
job
with
for
you?
everything, okay? How about that?
Okay, you're right. You're right. Okay, all right, for sure. Are you gonna tell us a story though?
No, we're gonna keep this one a secret.
I wonder if there's a statute of limitations or something like that.
It wasn't something I did, but I just probably shouldn't say it.
You probably shouldn't.
Yeah, it's probably it's wild.
Sometimes the Lord comes in and says, son.
There you go. There you go. Don't.
Okay, so they want to renovate the Fulton County Jail because they don't know what to do with that because it's a disaster and it was at least at one point under investigation by the DOJ for how terrible it was. Apparently they're saying the renovation costs are going to be around $1.3 billion with a B dollars.
I don't know. I mean, I understand it's just, it's Fulton County. They had a lot of issues in the past and things like that. But I'm like hearing $1.3 million spent on prisoners. I'm just like, I don't know if they need all that now. So they're saying $734 million is going to special purpose facilities. So that's like where they're thinking about putting like rated housing and new special purposes. Oh no, that's the special purpose facilities that will hold up to 800 inmates. So they're really trying to build this place up. Again, I'm just like, why? I don't get it. Like, these are prisoners at the end of the day. I know that they was living in some crazy circumstances, but like to up it up to that, like again, they just said that this was a $135 million increase on top of what they already approved. So it was already almost at almost $1 billion, but they just pushed it past that.
See, you so inhumane. Said, let them live in filth.
No, that's all
I heard. They said 1.5 billion. Oh man, that's a little too much to help
prisoners.
That is gross.
So they said there's reports of broken infrastructure, poor ventilation and plumbing, and staffing shortages. It's outdated. So yes, I get it. But again, 100-some billion is crazy.
Isn't that the one that flooded? With the toilet problem or something like that?
So 1 billion, sorry, not 100, but yeah, it is the same place. Yeah, so they're just putting money into it, and it's just like, yeah, again, I get it. They are human, but I'm sure they could have found some costs that they could cut somewhere.
You know what you do? Y'all just take all the inmates and have them go fight the war. That's what I feel.
And if they come back and survive,
they get free. You
fought for your country, you paid your debt.
You're free.
That's almost dystopian, though.
Yeah. It's a little dystopian.
Okay.
Now you gotta go to war. We have to go to break, and we'll be right back.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been
mute.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the commercial break. We should name this something.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
Be like the commercial break talks or something.
No.
Commercial break talk.
I was just getting the ball rolling.
Commercial break talk.
Commercial break talk.
All right.
Welcome back to Commercial Break Talks with Lana Harris and Rondell with 2 N's and Million.
Wow, you have a fantastic white male announcer voice.
I know.
That's interesting. Can you do that again? Because you sound like a YN every other day of the week.
Well, I know how to code switch.
Let me hear a little code switch.
Hey guys, that's
that's not it.
Oh, you want to hear a code switch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, hi sir, can I have
what do you want me to say?
We're at I don't know, like a bank or something.
Hey
can
guys,
I have a bank thing?
How are I can't do it anymore. Damn, I lost how to code switch.
Oh, no.
I used to be really good.
You know how to do it. No, I think you just need a prompting. I
got to be around white people.
Hello,
to do
sir.
It.
Can I have a check from my? I needed a new checkbook.
I got to be around white people to do it.
I guess it really just depends on the type of white person we're talking about here.
They don't talk like
because
that.
Like a Starbucks white guy, millennial,
nobody
30
talks
years
like no
old,
white dude talks like
kind of
that.
talks like this.
No, bro.
Like they kind of put like a dip in when they're talking.
No.
Microaggressive, maybe.
No white dude talks like that.
Are you sure?
We're in the office with a white man right now. He never talked like that.
Well, Tommy, he talks like this. Tommy, he'll talk like this. Guys, yeah.
That's not how Tommy sounds.
That's not how Tommy sounds. That's not how Tommy sounds at all.
Tommy does talk like
Tommy's
this.
just catching all these strays.
So I have some new ideas,
Hold
guys.
on. Wait a minute. How does Will sound?
Yeah. How does Will sound?
Good luck.
Hoy! Hoy!
That's very racist.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, guys.
Hell no, that's funny.
What's up, man? Cabra. I don't know if I say your name right.
What generation are you representing?
We are Gen Z.
Nah,
no,
millennials.
Wait, what's the millennials? That's it. You're Gen Z.
Gen Z, baby.
Yeah, we're millennials.
Gen Z, baby.
What are you, Super Duper? What's your thing?
He's a
Oh, we
Gen
gotta go
X.
back on mute.
Gen X, right?
Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to Hot 97 News. Atlanta lawmakers are trying to figure out how the people are going to vote in the midterms.
Yeah, so the more I, get into the news and I'm looking into like these lawmakers, I be thinking to myself like, bruh, these guys aren't the brightest. Like,
do they know what they're doing?
Do they know what they're doing? And it's like, I want to respect them because I know they have to go to prestigious schools. Some of them are not even going to prestigious schools, but they have to, they're your lawmakers. So you think that they're making the best choices. I'll say that, or at least have it fully thought out. At least have the thoughts fully thought out. Okay, so right now, what's going on? I'm still trying to break it down completely because they really messed this one up. So back in 2024, lawmakers passed a bill that would make it illegal for counties to use QR codes to count votes in Georgia. This is back in 2024. You know, the machines that you use when you vote, it prints out a QR code and then you go and scan it. Y'all voted, right? So you see that QR code, they'll scan it and then they'll say that's your vote. You're in the system.
I didn't know. No, I stuck mine in like a little printer looking thing.
Right.
I didn't know it was a QR code though, I guess.
It's a QR code or something that is, it has to be. I mean, that's what the law is like. It's like a little QR code that they print out after you do the little casting.
You do the little ball, you take the thing, you give them the thing, they give you the thing.
It's on the ballot. It's on the ballot. So it's a little QR code that's on the ballot. And they said because, you can't necessarily, you look at this QR code and you can't tell exactly whether or not they counted your vote correctly.
I see.
Like if you voted on it, you said, hey, I voted for Biden or something like that, or I voted for Trump. But you see that QR code, you're like, yeah, this ain't.
You don't know what it is.
You don't know exactly what it is, so it's a transparency issue. So I get that.
Yeah.
I get that, right? So they said, we're going to put this bill into play to take place in 2026. So this bill is supposed to be taking place in 2026, back in 2024. The issue that I have with them, though, is instead of saying, hey, this is the issue, here's what we're going to do to solve it, they just said, all right, here's the issue. We're going to outlaw it. We're going to make it illegal to do this. And then they didn't give any resolutions. So right now it's illegal by July of 2026. By July of 2026, it will be illegal for counties to have these voting machines.
What?
It will be illegal for them to take QR codes as a ballot. This is this close to the election.
They don't have any kind of solution to fix there's no other alternative.
So the alternative that they are trying to push, I guess, again, it's not written in law. We just had a Georgia legislative session also just a couple of months ago. That's when I was telling y'all about the multiple different laws that they was pronouncing and debating on and things like that.
Yeah.
They were supposed to talk about this.
But wait, they just voted for Marjorie Taylor Greene's spot. What did they do?
No, so again, this law is supposed to take place in July.
In July.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be taking place in July.
Man.
So right now, it's like, okay, so they're trying to say that we'll just use paper ballots. But again, they didn't write that into law, so they actually have to figure out ways to actually make it so we use paper ballots. But that's if we even decide on using paper ballots, because there's multiple different ways that they could actually get this to pass or get this solved come November. And one of them will be have a judge say something, hey, we're just gonna keep the machines there. Another way is for them to come up with a special election service, a special election legislative session to where they can debate on whether or not they're going to use paper or machinery again. But again, it's like, why did they not take this into account back in 2024?
I just think it's very ghetto how our election system constantly has problems. It's for something to be this important and this consequential, there's always a problem. Why is it like this?
And you're right.
Between recounts, the ballots, how we certified the ballots, how we got all these, the paper mail-in ballots. There's always a problem, bro. And we've been doing this for 250 years, so we say, since America's been, a country.
At least. It's sick. And
I don't get this, man.
Yeah, we ain't got it right yet.
We ain't got it right yet.
It's crazy.
So we're trying to figure out, right, how we're going to get this solved by November. So that's what they're trying to figure out right now. Because if we do switch to paper, again, there's machinery that's in these counties, and everybody's voting booths in the counties because that's what we was using. We would then have to take in how much money we're going to be having to use to buy the paper as opposed to just using machinery now. We're going to have to come up with whole new systems, whole new trainings for the people that's volunteering at these places and things like that. So it's just like a whole bunch that they're just going to try and like wing almost, it seems. Come November, y'all can't be playing like this on an election.
Not for this one.
This one is too serious for y'all to be playing with.
Yeah.
This one is too serious for y'all to be playing with. So if they go ahead and they don't figure it out, it's like, would our votes be even counted? Because technically, if we go to one of these voting booths and they just take the QR code, that's illegal. That's illegal. They can't do that technically come November. I don't know, man. That's why I said these lawmakers are incompetent. We heard. No, they have to be. They have to be.
What would you do?
I'm really upset.
How would you fix it?
If I was the person in charge of this, right? Again, in 2024, they decided to make this a law. The reason why, there was a lot of people, outside sources with a lot of power that was pressuring these elections, saying that these elections, especially in Georgia, maybe even Fulton County, isn't taking the right measures and things like that. So there's a lot of pressure from outside people. So I would be like, all right, cool. Since everybody's watching us right now, since everybody's looking at us right now, we'll go to writing it down. I'm cool with writing in ballots, but I'm not going to just say, oh, I'm going to wait till 2026 to pass the bill, and then I'm going to have them vote on it in 2026. I'm going to come up with the resolution right then and there and pass it for 2026.
No, but that makes too much sense.
Right, it almost makes too much sense.
We identify a problem and the solution at the same time before we just get rid of it and hope for the best. That's that. But yeah, I guess we'll figure out what they do soon because they don't have much time.
No. They don't have much time.
Boy, that's crazy.
Y'all just want.
You know what's crazy? I feel like the earliest election I can really remember was that Florida recount. Was that Al Gore or was that Bush?
Florida
Clinton?
recount.
I can't remember what it was like. The earliest time I was ever thinking, like, man, like this is kind of ghetto.
You talking about the 2000 United States Florida election? Yeah,
right.
That was with Al Gore and Bush. Yeah.
So before that, was it fine? That's what I'm wondering. Like, because that was like it was 26 years ago, and that was the first time I was like, okay, like people in the news are talking about a problem. I was like, very young at the time, but I remember that happening. Before then, was it all fine? Like, was that the first ever issue, or has voting always just been ghetto? That's what I wonder.
That's what I did.
Have you ever? Because you're a little older than.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on.
I was just wondering.
Hold on.
Since you're, you got age on your side.
Well, this is the thing. I voted for Obama in 2008. I think that was 2008 because I just turned 18 at that point. And after that, I don't think I voted for a long time.
Man. What was gonna happen to the country?
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bruh. I voted for Obama, and after that, I was like,
I just live here.
It is what it is, bruh.
Anywho, it is official, people. The city is about to have some major changes.
Yeah, we are. My bad. I'm tripping.
You good.
Yeah. So we are, like we talked about before, Atlanta just legalized open containers, but only in certain areas in Atlanta. So this went into effect April 15th, which was yesterday. They voted on it around March, and they said it's going to happen in April 15th. That was yesterday. So technically speaking, in these certain areas, you could just be walking around with an open container. The areas include parts of 5 Points near that MARTA station, underground Atlanta, Centennial Yards, a small couple of places away from the a small ways from the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, like a couple miles out from the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and right next to Georgia State. So this is all what they're considering as the South downtown area. So you hear Georgia State. This is right next to Georgia State. You having open containers. This is kids now.
Oh, yeah.
This is kids. Y'all been around this area. What do y'all see? Y'all see a lot of kids out there walking around. Sometimes they'll be wilding. And then you'll see homelessness.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work how they think it's gonna work.
Centennial Yards, is that a thing? Yeah, I was just looking it up on my computer because I know they were building that. Is that done?
I don't know. It's not done yet,
There's
but it
no
will.
way.
But it will be done. But here's the thing, y'all. This is. I don't think this is. I don't think we are ready. And I say we, I mean in the city is ready for that because they have this in Alpharetta. Like there's open container in Alpharetta. You can walk around.
We know.
I'm just letting people know. You know what I mean? But in Atlanta, I don't think they're ready yet for open container. People are already reckless as it is when it comes to not being able to hold their liquor and this, that, and the other. Now we can just drink freely.
Well, we got company, so it's either like you gonna
they
get
used
ready.
to that. Yeah, they used to that over where they from.
It's like you gonna get ready or you gonna be lame. Because there are some people that was arguing, a lot of the supporters of this was arguing that it's good for business. It'll bring life back to downtown because it is kind of dead around that area, especially like they really don't have a nightlife for real around that area.
But I thought that's what Centennial Yards was supposed to be.
That's what Centennial Yards is going to be. That's what it's there for.
When they finish it, like is it?
They only got a month left.
They got like a hotel over there, right? Like y'all, it was supposed to be done for these events.
Yeah, they got a month left.
But they said so the supporters are saying it's just good for business overall. The people will be able to bar hop. It's going to be more social and walkable. But like you were saying, Dale, I mean, it's probably not.
See, it makes me miss drink because I don't miss drinking often, but like just the idea of just being out and able to have my drink and walking with my friends and just vibe, like that is really cool. At the same time, like I think the real value to that is police no longer need to worry about arresting all these people who are inevitably going to be drinking anyways. So now we don't have to worry about like trying to, fill up the jails or any kind of reasons for the company to interact with APD, because that's a whole other couple of news stories there. You know what I mean?
Person from France.
Real talk. I do love that they chose to do this in April though, because the World Cup is supposed to be happening around June, July. So it's like we still got some time to dial it back.
Oh, it's a trial period for sure. This is definitely This is definitely a 60-day trial period, and they're gonna see if we can handle it. And then they're gonna be like, all right, y'all can't have nice things and just take it away. That's what this is. They're gonna see if we can actually handle it. I would be excited if this actually works, because this will probably open the door up for them doing this long term and being like, oh no, we just didn't do this. Because what it seems like to me is like we always say, companies coming in town, we got to get up with the, we got to get up with the Joneses. So after they leave, are they going to stop this or are they going to keep it moving? You know what I mean? Like, and that's what it seems like. Are we only doing this now? As soon as we cracking back down, y'all can't have no alcohol. So, but if people act right, it's like, oh, okay, y'all can do what y'all supposed to do. Then yeah, 100%. We'll keep it open.
It would be cool if they actually managed to revitalize that area beyond just like homelessness. You know what I mean? 100%. That would be really cool. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, Atlanta still has the #1 airport in the world, people.
Yes, we do. So we was beefing with O'Hare
Chicago.
over up in Chicago at one point in time. As a matter of fact, before this list came out, they had basically been reporting that they're still considered the #1 airport in America. But this list is from officials, the AVA, I believe. They actually came out with a list of the #1 airport, and guess who is #1? Amen to that. Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson is #1 in America. I don't get no soundtrack. I don't get nothing for that. Dang. I
can feel you on
it. I wanted it. I guess people were kind of tired of it because it's like traffic. It's a mess over there. I mean, a lot of people is always over there. Things like that.
The only problem with the airport is the times where you get in that line before you can even drive up to the airport.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like backed up and both sides now. And I don't say both sides, because if you know, but like the cars will be so backed up. And if you're on the bus from the parking lot, like the bus can't move, you can't hop out, like you just get stuck. That's the only problem that you have at the airport. Otherwise, it is smooth sailing in there.
So if y'all look at the list, where is Chicago at?
I don't know. I can't see that far.
Chicago is way at the bottom at
Hold on.
number 6.
Hold on.
Chicago got a good
Atlanta's
airport.
airport is better than Dubai.
Yes. Oh,
Let
this
me
is
look
the
up
world.
Dubai. Let me
oh,
look
I
at
forgot.
Dubai.
I'm sorry. I've been saying America. This is the world. This is the total number of passengers.
Oh.
though. But that's what they're basing it on.
Oh, I thought you meant by like just
the
what's
best.
better.
Yeah.
Whoa,
I was like,
whoa. I'm sorry. Yeah, not the best,
just
but the
most
number of passengers, the
for
busiest
sure. Oh, yeah,
airport.
for sure. Yeah. I would definitely probably agree that Atlanta. We get so many people come through here.
I would have probably put that in JFK. Maybe,
JFK, yeah.
like higher, because that's how you get to Europe. So
True.
I don't see how Atlanta is always just number one. That's pretty crazy, actually, when you think about it.
But it was O'Hare that's been saying that, y'all are looking at the people, but we're looking at the flights. They think that they have the most flights, and that's what should actually count. But unfortunately, no. It's the people that count. It's the people.
Okay. So we got what's the number of people that we have?
Can you go back to it?
I didn't see that.
At the same time, I don't even know how. Like, why does it? Who cares?
100,000.
You know, they come out these lists, and I'm like,
100,000?
100,000. Oh, 106 million.
106 million. I was about to say 100,000. That's not even. That's not
like
even
a
a.
day.
That's not even a city.
Yeah, I'm tweaking.
Yeah. I was like what?
106 million people per year. That's at least what was counted in 2025.
Dang, 106 people. Man, I thought it was more than that. To be honest, I think.
Really?
Yeah, man. I always thought it was more people traveling. Like I didn't. 106 million, man. I didn't think it was. I thought it was way more. That was way more than that.
But to be fair, O'Hare does still kind of technically have more flights going out of their airport. But there was another study that actually came out and said that O'Hare is, not O'Hare, Atlanta. Will, can you go to the other one?
is this the Atlanta's airport landed on another list?
Yes.
Not you trying to figure out the news on the news.
No, because this is the least stressful. There we go. We're also not the least. So the number one most stressful airport is O'Hare. That's what I was trying to get at.
Okay.
There we go. I blanked out for a second. The number one most stressful airport is O'Hare. They are extremely stressful. They have frequent delays, high parking costs, and one of the longest journeys into the city. Just trying to get to the airport in general. So have y'all ever been through the Chicago O'Hare station
Once.
at all?
I can't remember what it was like, actually.
Not memorable?
So,
Yeah, exactly.
well, I will say, because like there are some airports that have cool features in them, and Atlanta is one of them. Like Atlanta, if you don't get on the plane train and you just walk and do the little either walk or do the moving sidewalk, some of them in that downstairs little basement area, it is really cool.
Stuff all on the ceilings. It's
Artwork
dope. Yeah.
or like light little things, and then there's a whole which terminal is that? E? It's one like I'm almost never in. It's not D where Spirit goes out of, but
You know, we
because
don't
I've
go
never
over
really,
there.
yeah, I
we
don't
don't
really
go over there.
traverse
Yeah.
over there.
Why y'all doing that like that?
But I was
bad,
just
I'm just saying.
trying to like map out the airport in my head.
Yeah, my
There
bad.
is another one though that has like a bunch of art installations. Have you seen that?
Which another
I
airport?
think it's E. No, it's here in Atlanta.
In
I think
Atlanta,
it's course E. I've like had like way too much time and like just stopped at everyone.
Me too. They're dope. They got one that's like a rainforest, and you walk through and they make like rain sounds. And
No
it's like,
way.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Are you talking about the under area?
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about the actual terminal E.
Oh
You been to Terminal
no.
E?
I've never been to Terminal E.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah,
to,
like I don't know why.
I've been to A, B, D, and C,
And F.
and F. Never been to E.
E is like what's even there?
I've never been to
I
E.
wonder if that's where like the rich people go.
Yeah, but yeah, they got it. They got it.
Because I've never had one out of E.
Never had a.
What y'all got going on?
Never
at
had a
E?
flight out of E.
Has anybody in here ever had a flight out of Terminal E?
You have? Will?
You go to Mexico, but I've been to Mexico from here. Yes, I have, and I was not out of E. Actually.
Really?
I think it was out of F. International.
So the terminals don't look the same?
Nah.
E is also international.
Nah, dog. The terminals don't look the same. Did you just
I
ask
thought,
it?
yes,
No.
I thought because I only go to one terminal.
Yeah, nah. There's
So
some.
you know, I swear to God, I've only seen one terminal, and I know exactly where to go. I know exactly how to get there.
Oh,
I don't
nah.
need no maps,
Nah,
nothing,
brother.
So like, it's like I don't look at anybody else's terminal. I didn't know y'all was like kicking it like
Oh,
that.
bro, I used to bar hop. and in the airport.
You never been to
What?
restaurants in
Yeah,
that?
bro.
Yeah.
I used to get to the airport like 3 hours early and bar hop and literally go from terminal to terminal.
But they have like a little. There's like a Chinese food spot that they have at the Spirit Terminal. That was really good.
They got
that's
that
right.
in Popeyes,
Yeah,
huh?
that's all y'all got, right?
Chinese food and Popeyes, they so
Chinese-
racist.
God
Boy, that's
dang,
crazy.
that's wild.
They said we'll put Spirit and Frontier here, and then we'll put a Chinese spot and a Popeyes.
You know what's crazy? Y'all really don't
Boy.
have any nice restaurants
Not
over
at all.
on D. But
I
now
was
that I think
shocked
about
when
it,
I went to
that
D.
is so ghetto of
It's
them to
very
do that.
ghetto.
That's so ghetto. That's almost like living in the hood where they don't put any nice restaurants and it's only fast food. That's messed up.
They really doing y'all dirty.
y'all need to talk to them about that.
And I'm upset because I'm like indoctrinized almost because I'm sitting here like, yo, y'all got it nice. Y'all like y'all living it up at
work.
terminals.
Yeah, we got nice stuff.
Restaurant, piano bars.
What, shoot, one of the terminals got like Louis Vuitton, all kinds of stuff. They got a whole like little like high
There
end
is not
section.
Louis Vuitton
There's a
in
whole
the airport.
there's a whole
right?
There
high-end-
is.
there's a whole high end
There's-
section.
Yeah, there's like even in the F terminal, there's like a duty free store.
Bruh.
And there's like some Starbucks.
Yeah,
There's
bruh.
like
You never been
an
to these,
Italian
really?
restaurant.
Bro, there's a Starbucks in the.
There's multiple Starbucks in the
No,
airport.
no. I think I've seen a Starbucks, but like
There's a Maggiano's in the airport, bro.
Oh, I didn't know that.
In one of the terminals. Yeah, it's brand new.
The Italian part, there's an Echo Italian spot.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
F,
yeah,
in
yeah.
the
That's-
F, there's
that-
like a varsity.
yeah, yeah.
There's so many food courts. Bro, you gotta
There's
go.
a food, bro. There's like a legit food court in the center of one of the terminals. It's like
It's
a
either
big old
B or
bar.
C.
It's like a big old bar in the center, and the food court is huge.
Yeah.
That junk jumping too.
there's a food
Bro, I
court.
used to go bar hopping in there. I love the airport.
That's crazy.
So you used to just go to just kick it and chill.
Yeah, 3 hours, man. I go get a drink over here, maybe slide to B, go get a drink over there, slide back to A, slide to C. Bruh, I ain't got nothing but time to waste.
You know, there is in the F terminal, and I hate talking about the F terminal because I don't want it to get too packed. But if you go over there, there is, you know how Delta has a lounge just for Delta people?
Yeah.
There's a lounge in F that is general. Anybody can go in there. And the last time I went, it was like $35. It was like unlimited alcohol, but back when I used to drink, they had some snacks in there.
Word?
It was a whole lounge. You could just like
I'm finna slide
floor
to
to
F
ceiling
now.
windows, like a lot of different like seating areas and stuff. If you had like a flight to wait for, you could just wait right there.
$35 is not that expensive to go into a lounge.
It's a lounge, it's huge, and like you don't have to just be in the population waiting for your flight. You're just like cornered away. It's basically like the Delta Lounge, but anybody can be in it.
I like that.
Bro,
What?
money.
Y'all living it up like that?
Yeah.
Dang.
I hate to break it to you.
Well, maybe that's why we're the least. We're like number 6 in the least stressful. Look, can you go back to it, Will? My bad. So yeah, before I botched it, this is the least stressful list of airports in America. And we got number 7 actually. We got number 7. So they took into account multiple different things, like how much it is to park there. $30. We was actually kind of on like a lower end. O'Hare was like at $40-something to park. $40-something dollars to park. We also took into account driving. We kind of got beat out with that. But yeah, you know, Atlanta, I didn't think it was, I go to the Spirit Terminal and it's just like vibes. It's chill. I mean, it's quiet.
Yo,
it's
I
not
bet it's
wild.
I bet it's vibes.
It's
very
small,
small.
too. I didn't know, like, this is really why we're number 6, which I was talking about. We
Yeah.
have lounges
Yo,
and
bro,
all types
oh
of
my
things.
God,
It's a
huge.
vibe in the airport,
It's a
bro.
whole new world
That's
for
why
you.
when people are always talking trash about Atlanta Airport, oh man, I can't navigate. No, I can't do this. I'm like, bro, first of all, our airport is like one of the easiest to navigate, bro. Literally signs above each other.
Everywhere.
I mean, like literally. And bro, and then when you get in, it's nothing. It's like the most comfortable time to hang out.
It's like a mall almost, where you just have
That's literally
so
what
many,
it is.
yeah.
It's a mall,
It's
bro.
a mall.
It's a mall because you
Yeah.
can shop in that thing, bro.
Yeah.
You could actually kick it. Go to the airport. Next time you go to the airport, bro, get there like 3-4 hours early and just go hang out.
Wow.
Four is crazy.
4 is crazy. Get there about 3.
Like 3 a.m.
Yeah, get about 3 hours early and just go hang out because that 3 gonna fly by. Once
And
you
it
hit
will
all the
take
time.
you a long time to get back to where you need to be if you're on the other side of the airport.
Yeah,
for
just
sure.
get about 3 hours, bro, and just hang.
A Louis V store.
Yeah, yeah.
Meanwhile, a Metro Atlanta business has an idea of where y'all can put these data centers.
Yeah, so the business is called Atomic 6. They're trying to put the data centers up in space, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, so the pros to that, I had to look up what the pros and cons was to doing this. So the pros, at least, the whole reason why they're thinking about doing this is because it's constant solar power out in space.
Okay.
They'll be able to actually not, need as many resources and energy and bring up people's bills by putting them down here on Earth. They're thinking about taking them up to space, and they'll be able to use the energy up from space, from solar power, instead of doing that. They also are saying that it's easier to cool because of how cold it is up in space, because that also takes a lot of energy and a lot of water and a lot of resources from Earth with these huge data centers that they have. Some reports say they're like football fields long, but they also say it's just overall just a less strain on Earth, Now that sounds good, but the cons of doing this is it's extremely expensive. It hasn't been done before. In order for them to do this, it's millions, almost billions of dollars for them to do something like that. They say that it's a speed thing also, because it's going up into space. It's going to take a lot of time to actually make it happen. And then they're also saying it's just space risks overall. There's collisions that they could be facing because there's a lot of debris up there. So they could if they do put a data center up there,
it's true,
they could collide with, space rocks, not rocks, debris.
Meteors or whatever. Yeah, I mean, anything, really.
But it's a lot of debris up there in our ozone area. So
shoot, the astronauts were up there dumping their pee out.
Yeah, you might get hit with some poo-poo.
Real talk. So if something does hit a data center though, and it malfunctions, you gotta send somebody up there to go fix it, right?
Your whole iPhone and everybody in the whole city goes down.
Just shut down,
bruh. So then that's also a whole nother cost that they have to take into account. But they're proposing, and this business is out here in Metro Atlanta. They're a satellite company, things like that. I think it's out in Marietta, but they're proposing to put it up there, and I'm like, okay, this is a good idea. I hope it's plausible though.
It's better than in the communities, because communities are pushing back on that. I think China puts theirs in the sea, at least tried. I saw that fire. One time. I don't know if that's really true or really feasible, but I saw a report that it's a way to cool it because it's real cold down there. But anyways, we have to go. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Yo. Bell in the building.
Good morning. And DJ Cass 1.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all.
Let's go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Wale, where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you're supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job.
Hey.
We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where's my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
The voice and attitude you love, now on your screen.
I love this.
Nessa brings her unfiltered energy, real talk, and celebrity interviews from the radio to your TV. It's the same Nessa you know. Bold, funny, and always keeping it real. Catch Nessa, now on TV.
Damn. That was deep right now.
Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. and Fridays at 7 p.m. only on Hot 97 TV.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. First, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
this sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.